What is going on, you bunch of degenerates?
What's up, guys? Oh, God.
How we're back, man. It's been, gosh, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been at least a couple months, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad to be back. It feels like forever. I was already starting to miss it. I was gonna message you like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Are we gonna do another one or not?"
Yeah, no, dude. I'm telling you, this is the way things have been lately, and so I have this. It's not a bad habit. It's just something that I do when I get going on something, and I get to feeling like, okay, this thing needs my attention, and I drop everything else. I put everything else aside. My son is lucky that he got his. That I was at his wedding. Let's put it that way, because I get so focused on my studies and stuff that that's how it goes. But anyways, we're gonna have a killer guest tonight, Mr. Kevin Shahan from CigarProp, which I'm totally stoked about. But let's say hi to who's in the room. We got Tony Costa. We got Quakes.
What's up, Tony?
What's going on, everyone?
What's up, Danny Crook, Adam Wolf, JJ Cruz, Mike Ortiz? What's going on, brother?
We got Pete F in there. I see you guys in there like 15 times. You're commenting too much. Danny Crook is in there.
Pete F, what's up, buddy?
Mike Ortiz, awesome. We got a good.
What's going on, brother? ¿Cómo andas, mi hermano?
Hey Pete, how's it going, bro? All right, so well, without any further ado, let's bring in my good buddy and our good buddy and the one and only Mr. Kevin Shahan. How is it going, brother?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Drew Estate Experience Acid Studios. I'm Kevin from CigarProp, and I am coming to you live from the sunny Gulf Coast of Florida. I am getting ready to light up this amazing Drew Estate cigar. This is the Liga Privada T52. Let me tell you about this cigar. This cigar holds a very, very special place in my heart. Earlier this year, a friend of mine passed away. This is a cigar I was smoking that night. I did a video about it, and then this is a cigar that I light up often, but I light up often with friends. So you guys mean more to me than I can ever let you know. In honor of tonight's show,
I love you, brother.
I'm going to smoke this Liga Privada T52 in your honor. So thank you for having me. Thank you for being great friends and great supporters of not only me but of CigarProp as well.
Dude, I got to tell you, to me, I'm on top of the world right now just having some interaction with you, because it feels like it has been forever, man.
Yeah.
And I'm really stoked to have you on the show tonight.
It is great. Like I said, we haven't talked, all of us, in a long time.
It's been a while.
It's been a good.
There'll be times when we're just talking constantly, and then out of nowhere it just dies out, and we're so busy with whatever we got going on that it's like, man, I feel like I haven't talked to Kevin or Vic in a long time. Even Robert lives down the street, and sometimes we go for like a week without talking.
Thank God for Facebook. Like I said, my best friend that probably lives 15 minutes from me, I haven't seen him in 6 months.
Yeah, I was supposed to call you the other day, Robert or Cesar, and I had good intentions to call you when I said I was going to call you, and I got on a call, and that call, not that one particular call, but me being on the phone ended up going the entire day.
Oh wow, no, that's okay. I know how it is. I know how it can get.
Oh my gosh. So, and guys, it's really good to see you again. We haven't, like I said, we haven't chatted in a long time either. So I love all of you guys, and I'm super happy to be here tonight.
Same here.
I love you guys too. I've missed you guys, and I need to get caught up on everybody's reviews. I don't know about you guys. When's the last time anybody's seen a cigar review? I haven't watched one in a month.
Yesterday I watched one a couple by Martin. I watched a couple by Lee Mack, and I think that was it. After that, my day was done. I was working. I already told you guys I work as a driver, so I'll just set my phone up there on my dash and just let
Yeah.
it play.
Yeah.
And then if I already seen the review, I reach over and skip it.
Well, I'm used to being on the road so much, traveling, and that's how I listen to all mine. I'll either put it up there or I'll put it on the seat, and it just plays through my speakers.
Yeah, that's how I have it.
Stuck at home, not driving, not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah. That's how I have mine. I got on there with my Bluetooth speaker all over my truck, and I'm just listening to everybody's sexy voice while I'm just driving. Not even paying attention.
Sexy voice. I'm telling you, I feel like an old Studebaker.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kevin,
what's up, Smoking Preacher? What's going on, brother? What
Preacher's in the house. Nice.
Ashford,
Very cool.
What's up, brother? Nice seeing you guys.
So, Kevin, you were smoking something a little bit ago in the green room. What was that?
I was just finishing up an FSG, a fantastic cigar, a partnership with Corona Cigar and Drew Estate Cigar, two of our sponsors of the show. So we try and support them when we're on other shows. An absolutely fantastic cigar.
Yeah, in fact, I don't even know where I'm at. I did a video. Let's see. I did my unboxing where I got some Drew Estate stuff, and I said I was going to do a giveaway. I'm pretty sure that video came out already. Anyways, just for the heck of it, I think tonight at some point we'll probably do a giveaway of some Drew Estate stuff.
Well, we're definitely having a giveaway tonight because I have a box to give away of stuff.
Oh, nice.
So sometime during the night, we're going to give away this box right here. So
that's very cool. And
I don't have a clue what's in this box. Somebody won on my show. They didn't reach out to me. And then after a week, I don't go chasing people down. I just give it away to someone else. So we're going to give it away here tonight.
That's awesome.
Well, then we'll end up doing a couple giveaways because I'm going to give away some Drew Estate stuff as well. So that'll be cool. Guys, what are you smoking tonight? Cesar, Rob?
I got the Total. How do you pronounce it?
Todas
That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're smoking that, Robert. Isn't that you don't seem to be like a pretty strong, powerful cigars? I know you don't like them too much.
I love this cigar.
Really?
I've had multiple ones.
That cigar is an ass kicker for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm smoking a vanilla flavored Black and Mild.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. San Cristobal Revelation. This is one of my favorite ones, guys.
I am smoking a Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Unstolen Valor tonight. That's what I've lit up.
Oh, right on. Great cigar. Great cigar.
Yeah. Love this stick, man. Super, super good stick.
You need it.
My God.
So how was Thanksgiving for everyone?
It was good. A lot of family. I had like 3 Thanksgivings. And, yeah. And I'm not even a Thanksgiving type of person. I don't like Thanksgiving food unless it's ham, and that's it. So I'll just kind of like hurry up and finish. Let's get over with this whole Thanksgiving.
Right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. I'm not a big holiday person at all. I'm not a big get together person. Just hanging out with family, talking about the weather, talking about whatever work. It's just another day, of the week.
Yep.
Well, I gotta show. We didn't do a single thing for Thanksgiving because our big event the weekend before was my son's wedding. So my son is married. He just got back yesterday from Hawaii, and just had a fantastic time. But I wanna just show everyone. Let me pull it up here. I will share my screen out.
Hey, Kevin, real quick while I light up the cigar, somebody here wants to say hi to you real quick.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Is it your sister?
No.
Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. I heard you got a new bat, a baseball bat. How you like it? Or softball bat?
It's pretty good. I like it.
Sweet. That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's already smacking the crap out of that ball with that bat. I'm like, I think I'm gonna need to get another one.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome, man.
All right, baby.
All right.
bye.
Good to see you, sweetheart. Bye. God,
So-
I miss my little Amber. She used to play softball too. She used to be a pitcher, and same age about your daughter. So I miss it when they're that young.
Mm-hmm.
But
they
now,
grow so fast, man.
now she's cool because we can cuss in front of each other because she's an adult. That's cool also.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that the
there's-
wedding?
That's the wedding.
Oh,
That's,
look at that.
That's his wife, Mia. She's
God.
super fantastic.
God,
That's
he married above his pay grade. I can tell you that.
Yes, he did. She's really cool. Wait a minute. How do I unshare this now? She is really, really cool. And
And why is there a butler right there on the right side?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, did you have a normally the help's not included in the photos. That's cool too.
He must be really close to the family. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, Janice, how's it going? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido.
Oh, Janice, how's it going? So, James Garcia, all right. We got Black Lion Luxuries in the house, which I
What's
have
up, James?
my freaking November unboxing video that I did like 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't put it up yet.
Good
There you
job.
go.
I hope they're not giving you those for free for unboxings. Yeah.
No.
You're fired.
No, here's how bad it is. I have a video that is almost done being edited, and it has been sitting open on the editing in my editing program for over a week, and I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, trust me, I have one from the event I just did on Halloween, and I have a video with a bunch of pictures and stuff, and the people are waiting for me to post it and put it together. And I'm almost done with it. I just haven't touched it. I've done a bunch of the reviews and everything else, and now we're just sitting there. Everybody's going, "Where's it at?" And I'm like, "I'm not done yet."
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, for real.
I can't stop. What's he saying? Man, that last package we got was from Black Lion Luxuries was pretty freaking amazing. We Cesar, you signed up for that, didn't you?
Of course.
Have you gotten December's yet?
Have I? No, but I didn't go to the post office yesterday or today, so I don't know. Maybe it's down there.
Yeah, it says it's out for delivery, and I'm staying away from all social media because
I already seen what it
some
was.
people like
Thanks
to
to
spoil
somebody.
it.
Thanks
Yeah,
to somebody on Instagram.
I'm the guy that loves spoiling the Cigar of the Month Club.
Fuck.
But I've got one here today from Ash Quarterly, and I was scrolling. I almost saw someone else posting it, and I'm like, "Oh, you bastard! You almost." But I hear Ron Reel. He talking all the time. Ron and I talk every day, every other day. He's always hyping up Black Lion Luxuries. He's always talking. You want to talk about probably the best pitchman that they have for that Cigar of the Month Club is Ron, because man, like I said, I'm kind of inundated with Cigar of the Month clubs, but I thought about just from Ron's, talking about it all the time, as one club that looks fun. I always try and watch one of the unboxings from somebody each month on that one.
Well, I'm still going to put mine out, even though it's late. And at this point, so I decided that I'm not doing any more. I haven't told Brian this yet, but I'm not doing any more Pravada unboxings until they sort out my shipping and stuff, because I am a month behind everyone else in the club. So, but I put out like 2 videos saying, "Oh, here's my September package," and everyone was like, "That was the August package." And then I did October, and everyone said that was the September package. And I've been consistent. I just got the October one a couple weeks ago. So I decided, well, until they get that sorted out, I can't do any more unboxings.
Yeah, and replying to James, yes, I know Ron is part of the team. He picks out the cigars, but he is he's a good pitchman at that too. He pitches the company well, and you can tell that he really thoroughly loves doing what he's doing, and he loves the company. So I apologize, James, if I made it sound like he was just the pitchman. But yeah, super great guy.
He definitely sells the brand very good.
Oh yeah,
he definitely does.
Getting to meet James last show that when we had him, man, definitely was like the cherry on top, man. That's what made me really get subscribed to their cigar.
Ron had me on stream do it. Like I was like, this.
So Kevin, what has been going on with CigarProp, man? I mean, you've been. I know that basically all I've seen is I've been keeping track on who's dropping new videos, what the topic of their videos is, but I haven't watched any. You've had some pretty cool ones come out. You had one come out today about what's inside a cigar, and then you. I know you recently bought a new humidor.
Yeah, we've been doing a ton of work. Like I said, I've been out of work since September 6th. I got in a car accident. I got T-boned. So I've been going through some physical therapy. Finally just got cleared to go back to work, hopefully in a couple of weeks. So we've just been pounding the pavement. We've been doing a lot of cigar reviews, a lot of cigar unboxings, some product reviews. We've been TikTok. Robert knows. Robert's on TikTok with me. We have blown up TikTok. So,
yeah. Okay. So I the other day I saw I did briefly watch something that you put out about your social media, and you said something like 115,000 people on TikTok.
We're getting on average like every week we're getting about 300,000 views a week on TikTok. We've got one video, 1.6 million views.
Wow.
Now we've only been on TikTok for less than a month. Maybe
Wow.
like 3.5 weeks. We've got 18.5 thousand followers already.
18. Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
so we're really crushing it over there. Just making some unique videos, doing some,
Okay. So I am not up at all on TikTok, except for that people do a lot of little funny magic videos or something. What is TikTok, and how are you putting it to you? What's the format of your videos?
Do you remember what Vine was?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So TikTok is the new Vine.
Okay.
So TikTok is a platform you can upload a 5-second video, or you can upload to a 60-second video. Unlike all the other platforms where content is the key, on TikTok, generally, I don't go that way, but generally on TikTok, the music and the sound is the star of the video. That's the star. Everything else that comes within the video, that is secondary. So you try and do funny videos or dances to songs. So the song and the music is the star. Me, I just do 60-second, cigar tips, cigar talk, sometimes just how-tos, cutting and lighting a cigar. So for me, the music really isn't that part of it. But so yes, we just try and do 60-second little videos, which is not very easy. The average 60, I posted one tonight. It was 45 seconds long. Filming, editing, posting was 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour for an average video.
Oh man, we got Shirtless Mike in the house. That's pretty cool.
What's up, Shirtless Mike? How's it going, brother?
Shirtless Mike.
What's up, bro?
He's on TikTok as well, along with Robert.
Yeah. So
up,
wait a minute. I have only my only exposure so far to TikTok has been TikTok videos that people have put on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
But so you said the music is the star.
Yeah. You generally you pick your music first, and then you do a video or
something to the music.
Yeah. So or I could be doing something. I can do a video, and then you can actually use my sound. So if I create a sound, even if it's just me talking, a lot of people will use that in their video, and then they'll lip sync like it's like, so they'll be using my words in their own video.
Okay.
So.
Oh, weird, man.
What's up, Michael Lanier? How's it going, brother?
It's crazy.
Michael Lanier, nice.
Actually, like TikTok has like, even for, say, for instance, music, people have been putting out, say, there's a guy that just released a song, I think it was 2 days ago, and it went completely viral. And within, I think it was 24 hours. I mean, it went viral, went top charts just from off of TikTok.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's
I can't do TikTok. I mean, I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm the type of person, if my phone keeps dinging, ding, 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 I want to throw it across the room. I can't be in group chats.
I've done that.
I'm in group chats, and I take off the notifications, or I mute it, so I don't leave the group, but I'm still there, but I'm not getting any of the dings. So
Right.
every time I hear, I don't even have TikTok. My wife got TikTok, and I already can't stand the damn app because all I hear is the same music playing over and over, and I'm going, I can't. Can you just turn that?
It's actually the number one platform right now. They got about 300 million users, so it's actually the number one platform to get brands across. So if you have a brand and you want to reach out, you can actually, it's actually the number one source right now. If you want to give money to somebody to promote your brand, it's going to be on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think last month, I think Parler was the number one app that was being used right now.
I'm talking about the number one app for promotion of business. So if you had a clothing company and you wanted a new shirt or hat, you would actually go to TikTok first. That's the number one place where you'd go to try and get your brand promoted.
No wonder my MySpace doesn't sell anything.
Yeah.
I've been on MySpace and nothing sells there. It's like nobody goes and sees it.
Yeah.
MySpace. My gosh, man. So Cisco has a lot of social media sort of stuff that's internal to Cisco, and there's a big push for us to promote ourselves within the company all the time. So I've been working on that, and I'm working on. I'm about a month away still, but I decided that I've really got to get my my LinkedIn profile up. I did, Kevin. I did update my picture.
Okay. LinkedIn's another great profile. I've been working on mine for about 6 months now. I think I'm up to about 300 or 400 connections, which anybody that's familiar with LinkedIn knows that is like a ton of LinkedIn is it's the second most used social media platform behind Facebook.
Right.
But it's a little bit different way to connect with people in the industry. Like now, like 99% of all my connections within the cigar world on the professional is through LinkedIn.
Cool. Hey, what's up, Diggins?
That makes sense.
What's going on, brother? Celestino Zamora. What's up, Tino?
Diggins Cigar Spy. So Diggins got booted from Facebook again recently. He just got back from his 30-day. So what happened this time?
Same shit, different flies, man.
Just oh man, he comes back. It just cracked me up because that was I until I saw his post, I didn't realize. Wow, I haven't seen anything of Diggins in a while. And then he comes back and he posts that picture of the guy from what was that movie? Tom Hanks. Not Tom Hanks. Gosh dang it. Anyways, the old man.
Ron Jeremy?
Not Ron Jeremy. The old man that he posted a picture of ended up hanging himself. And I was like, Diggins, you know that guy ended up hanging himself, didn't you?
God.
But I just got to thinking, I have watched one of Kevin's videos recently, and it was the video on the Warfighter cigar, the Pelican case, man. That thing is freaking
Oh
awesome.
yeah, I did see that one. That's right.
That thing is badass. I think I've got it sitting right here. Hold on.
Is that the 60 or what is it called? M60 or size 60? Because I know they got different
It's
sizes.
the Ruck. It's
It's the Ruck R60, and
R60,
I love it because it just has one big latch up front. And what I love is, it actually has a tray that you can actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's got little Velcro straps, so you can actually strap your stuff down. It's got a little bungee here, waterproof, airtight. It's I absolutely love this, and it's a little more expensive than most cases. I think it's like $70.
Right.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get one of those for a while, man, but I didn't know how big it was. I actually had asked, I think it was somebody from I think it's from Pelican. And they told me they can hold up to like 30 cigars in just one of them or something like that, 20 cigars.
I bet I can get 20 to 30 cigars in that one, and then put my lighter and cutter, and then put a Bovida up, So it's definitely it's the only one we use now. We don't use anything else.
I want to go back to the Ron Jeremy reference for just a second.
Yeah. The hedgehog, yeah.
The hedgehog. So he's in all kinds of trouble right now legally. So I met Ron Jeremy about 7 years, 8. Well, man, shoot, it's been about 10 years ago. I met him in Hollywood. I was in Hollywood with a buddy of mine that I went to high school with, and he didn't watch Ron Jeremy porn or anything, but for some reason Ron Jeremy was like his hero, and we went we were club hopping to check out different bands, and we ran into gosh darn it, my brain is not freaking working. We ran Stray Cats. We ran into Stray Cats playing in a club, and this guy said, "Hey, why don't you guys go up to the room?" My buddy that I went with knew this guy. He said, "Hey, why don't you go up to the green room and hang out there?" We go up there. Ron Jeremy's hanging out on the couch, and he just looks like he's out of his mind. And Kevin goes crazy. He's like, "Oh my gosh!" And he goes up and shakes his hand and stuff. And he goes, "This is my buddy Vic." And Ron Jeremy goes to shake my hand. I said, "Nope." That's all I said.
You know where those hands have been.
I didn't say anything beyond that. I just said nope.
Did I give you a kiss on the cheek?
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't go. He did something after that I can't go into because it was X-rated. But
can you do the motion?
No, I won't do any of it. But he did it right in front of Kevin and I was like, "All right, dude, we're out of here, man. I'm not down with this."
Harry Palms with his Stogie meditation. Harry Palms.
Stogie meditation says Harry Palms. Oh my gosh. So okay, so real quick on the Ruck, how many cigars does that thing hold?
It could easily hold 25 cigars, depending on what you're putting in there.
Okay, now I've decided that on the bottom, it looked like it just has one piece of foam that's smooth foam.
It's like a rubber lined bottom. So if you had, if you didn't have very many cigars that were in there, you'd probably want to put a little piece of foam in there, maybe, just to protect the bottom. Because obviously this is not a cigar case. This is a Pelican case.
Sure.
For carrying stuff. And then the guys at Warfighter, they're all former combat veterans.
Sure.
So they were all using Pelican cases in the military. When they got out, obviously, when they were looking for cases to hold cigars, that's the first thing that they came across.
Well, I've decided that a lot of the for cigar purposed travel cases that you get have the little finger foam in them with the. I hate that stuff. I cannot stand it because they always make it 5 across, like in the 5 count one, and you can't put 5 cigars in there because you always have different size cigars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of the reasons. Like Diggins here saying he's got an OtterBox case, which I remember his OtterBox case that he brought. It's got that kind of like that baby bluish white color, and I have the same one. I have a black one, and I was using that for my cigars, and it holds about 8 cigars, 9 cigars.
Yeah.
But now I'm using it to hold my pipe and pipe tobacco because it's nice and deep, and I can put no extra pipe tobacco in there.
Yeah.
I have it right here. Oh, I got it right here. Let me check.
Should have kept that dang gun case that you ended up sending me, Kevin, a long time ago. With I think I got my Zycar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See this?
I lost that sucker.
This is that OtterBox.
Oh yeah. There you go. Nice. Yeah, it's got the little.
It don't come with the foams.
Yeah.
I put the foams.
Okay.
Okay.
And actually, I took this foam out from one of the AR-15s I bought, and it came in the box. And I cut the out and put it in there. And all of it.
Hey, whatever works.
It worked.
So, Kevin, I know that you practically decimated the planet with the what was the cigar contest that you guys did with Smoke End, Cigar Obsession, all the guys.
Oh, that was the Battle of the Bands. There's my championship belt.
Oh yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be wearing that every day, everywhere?
Yeah. It's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
So what I want to know about that, I mean, it was pretty clear, I thought, at the beginning that you were going to mop the floor with everyone because you obviously had a good strategy going in, and you also had some really great cigars. But was there any fallout from the other teams or other people so far as I don't know? I know that one person in there may have taken it personally.
I think one person may have taken it personally. Another person maybe, I don't know, that there was a little bit of butt hurting going on. At the very beginning of the contest, we were all in a group chat, which we are still in that group chat together. I told everybody at the beginning, I'm a ball buster. That's what I do. I'm gonna have fun at this. Please don't take anything that I say personally. It's just, it's just me trying to win a contest. Because at the end of the day, out of everybody that was involved in it, I was the only one that had anything to gain. I'm the only one. Brian Glenn, 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Sure.
What did he have to gain from this? Nothing. Coop, Emmett, all the guys they all had these social media platforms that they've been kings of for a decade. It's like, what did I have to lose? So they didn't have anything to lose. I had everything to gain. So I'm the smallest guy. So if I can get my name out there, it was only going to help me. So I had fun at it. I just had fun. I did a good job. I'm not saying that those guys aren't businessmen, but I'm a businessman. My job every single day is selling, promoting. So I just did what I do best, and that is selling me. Because you guys know, if you can sell yourself to somebody, people will buy anything you have to offer.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
I just happen to have a really good product to offer people. So I just reached out, and luckily I was reaching out to their audience. So I was able to capture a little bit of Brian Glenn's 100,000 followers. I was able to capture a little bit of Coop's 100,000 followers. Dojo. So I got out there in places to where maybe I never would have been able to get my name into, so that definitely helped, and I had fun doing it.
So any of those guys that you're competing against with, are they still mad at you? or they're kind of got over it?
I don't think anybody's mad at me. And I know I was shortly after that. I was on. Eric invited me on the dojo live with a couple of the guys, and we had a great
cool.
show.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. I think we're all friends. I don't know. Who knows who's really butthurt, who's not. Hopefully they all just know that it was all in good jest. I'm sure a few of them maybe thought, just because I am who I am, not me, as in, they are who they are, this will be an easy win for me. And then when they found out, oh crap, I'm going to have to actually work at this. and at that point, because my whole thing was to hit it hard for like 2 weeks. I mean, crush it. Get a lead so intense by the time everybody realized what the hell was happening.
It was too late.
It was too late. There wasn't good. Now
That's what happened.
There was a little bit of run up at the last end, but by the time that 2 week mark came around, it took everybody else 4 weeks just to try and come up with something to make a run at me. And by that time, like I said, it was too late. I kind of coasted there at the end, and we crossed the finish line. So we get to defend our title in 2021, and I've already got all my cigars picked. I've got my my timeline. I've got a marketing plan. I've got everything set in stone. And I'm going balls in this time. But I tell everybody, it's like watching it's like being on season 2 of a reality show. You've already seen season 1. You know what that winner did to win. So you now know what you have to do to compete to win. So I need to not just up my game. I need to take my game through the roof. A chance, because everybody is gunning for me. Everybody. So
Roger's got a proposal for you there. I know you dug that hat that he got from John.
Yeah. I'll call John and get that hat for free before I trade that belt. But I am still up for trading other things, Roger.
I'm starting to slow down here. Gosh darn it!
Take the torch, boy.
You guys can still hear me good, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everything looks normal.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. So I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Kevin. So all my life has existed for a couple months now is tech-related videos. A lot of programmers I've started following. A lot of stuff specific to what I'm learning for work and stuff. And there's some really, really good YouTubers out there, really clean setups. And there's this theme across all of them. They always have really clean setups, not busy, fancy lighting and stuff like that. And then you come to the cigar world and you look at CigarProp's Acid Studios here, where it looks like a bomb went off, a tchotchke bomb.
well, enjoy it while you can, because in 2 weeks we're completely gutting the studio and redoing it. So
really,
yeah, completely. So we've been working in the studio for 1 year now. So we're going to completely gut it. I'm going for a new look, a new theme, something a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more classic. So we'll be doing that. We'll be gutting this. We're taking a 4-week hiatus from the show. So in January, we'll have a new studio, and then hopefully by maybe the end of 2021, we'll have a new studio. We're putting on another addition on the house. So we're going to build a new, just really wants a cigar lounge. So we're going to try to possibly build a cigar lounge and a new studio.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
This is about 100 square feet. So I think we're going to try and build like a 350 square foot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Studio, lounge, and office.
Very cool. Damn. Well, it'll be. It'll be nice to, that I said this once before, but your you're definitely not stagnant, and you don't stagnate. You're constantly changing things up and stuff. And this has been. I'm always looking at your stuff, trying to figure out what all is back there and what I can recognize and stuff. But so it will be kind of missed, but it'll be cool to see whatever new you come up with.
Yeah. We just want to change it up. We just want to, like you said, we just want to be, fresh. And there's nothing wrong with having the same backdrop every single time for every single video. A lot of the great guys do it. Like Jeremy Sears does it. If anybody follows him, look at Brian Glenn. Brian Glenn knows his background. Everybody knows his background, so it's always the same. But being that it's always the same, people, like I said, may get stagnant watching it, because if the background is the same and and everything is the same, they may get lost inside the video. And we want to try and keep your attention, keep things just going, trying to change things up, and that's just what we go for. I'm just never satisfied.
Okay, remind me. I know the name Jeremy Sears, but that's the guy that does the really nice. He did a lounge in his house. I know who you're talking about now. And he always does real nice unboxings and stuff.
Yeah, it just got a beautiful look, and I've tried to emulate it, but being in the size studio that we have, that we really can't do it, because I need some depth behind me in the wall. He's
right.
like Cesar. I love Cesar's look. Cesar, you got like 6 feet to the wall behind you, 5 feet.
Yeah. No, about 4 feet, 3 feet.
And that's perfect. When you can separate yourself from your wall, you can do a little bit more and do a little bit more forced perspective, and you can change the lighting and do a lot more. 3 inches from the wall, so it's a little tough. So, but I'm glad that I've spent a year in this studio, because now when we do the next studio, it won't be trial and error.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I have a couch behind me. That's the only thing that's behind me. It's a couch, because this is actually also my lounge. So whenever we're done doing reviews or whatever, I move this table out of the way and put a coffee table, and I got my TV, and everybody just hangs out right here and just
nice.
So
nice.
Yeah. So I'm always adding stuff to the back wall. And what I add back there is just really things that I'm about. So people, without me having to explain to people what I'm doing or who I am, they can have an idea of what I'm about or my lifestyle or whatever, from being guns, Second Amendment supporter, to loving cigars and everything else that comes with it. And
that's what you want. You want people to be able to connect with you. It's like, hey, he's a, whatever, you're a Glock fan, you're a this. If you have a sports team up, people can connect with you a little bit. You guys remember when Matt Carolina Tony used to do cigar reviews?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So Matt, when he first started off, he just had the wooden background. That was it.
Yeah.
So, hey, you got to get something on that wall, man. So little by little, he put some stuff on the wall. And then one day I noticed he's got a picture of a family hanging on there. And I reach out and I go, hey, man, that's cool. Put a picture of your family up there. And he goes, yeah, no, that's not my family. That's just what came with the photo. I don't think he ever changed it.
Oh my gosh.
It was always there. And I'm like, well, that's cool, dude. That's cool, man.
Now, I assume I know the answer to this, but Celestino wants to know with the change and everything, you'll still have your sponsors and all that stuff is staying, right? You're just changing up your.
Starting the new year, we're reformatting the show. We're going to a little bit more streamlined show. When we first started, we really weren't sure where the show was going to go. We had our Sunday night show, which was formatted. You had your segments, your industry news, you had this and that. And then we had the Monday night show, which was more impromptu. It would get right to it. And that's what people seem to gravitate towards. They like that show just a little bit more. So we're going to go with that format, not really have any internal sponsors, segments. It's just going to open up the show. Diggins and I will talk for a few minutes, and then we'll bring the guests right in. So going into that show, that will now be the I Tap That Cigar show, presented by Corona Cigar. and then we'll be coming live from the Drew Estate Experience Acid Studios. So we're just going to have the two major sponsors going into 2021. Now, all my sponsors will still be with me. We'll figure out where we want to go with them and what they want to do. And everybody just says, no matter what you want to do, we still want to be affiliated with you. Like I said, we just posted up a picture a little bit ago. Cigar Bundles of Miami, they always take such good care of me. They just sent me 75 cigars to give away.
Who was that?
Cigar Bundles of Miami.
Oh, okay.
So we've actually got a humidor company that wants us to do an unboxing. So of their humidor. So I'm just going to give it away. I'm going to do the video unboxing, and then someone is going to win that free humidor. So
nice.
I reached out to Alex at Cigar Bundles of Miami, and I'm like, hey, man, I'd really like to load this humidor up with some cigars because we'd really like to give it to that person and have them have that before Christmas. So he sent 75 cigars. So you're going to win a thermoelectric cigar humidor, and you're going to win 75 cigars.
That is awesome.
Man.
That's awesome.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Tim Long from Cigar Show. Tim, really good friend of ours. He's in the chat room right now.
Yeah, Tim's been keeping me abreast of his studio, his new studio, which is super awesome. Definitely, Tim is a genius on light, photography, sound. So definitely, reaching out to him, a little bit more as I get my new studio. Lighting is a big key. So Tim's building a beautiful studio. I am super jealous.
Hey, Cesar, can you do me a favor? Can you try knocking the volume on your phone down, maybe just one notch, just for a second? I want to see if it helps. We're getting a lot of feedback.
Is that good?
I think so. Yeah, definitely sounds better. Can you still hear us and stuff?
I could barely hear you.
Oh, are you kidding me? Are you for real?
I'm messing with you.
now, Vic, I down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you can see Cesar. You can see that little microphone. So if you were wondering if it was Cesar, just mute his microphone, and then if the feedback goes away, then you know it's him. If not, then you mute my microphone so you can go through all of your guests to see whose microphone it is that's causing the issue.
On his thing, right? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, but then that means I have to remember to unmute him and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll end up forgetting and
asking questions.
So I want to know a little bit about this new fancy humidor you got, because I've only seen I haven't seen anything really except for that you put a video out of it looks like a big one with a glass front.
Yeah. So that video that we actually released 2 videos, and that was on my new humidification device from Vigilant Inc. Now, Vigilant.
Oh, okay.
We're actually going to have the owner of Vigilant on our show tonight. Vigilant invented the cigar humidification device for humidors. That little one that you see, like the Cigar Oasis and all that.
Yeah.
They're the company that invented that in the 80s. So,
okay.
So, and then they make these incredible walk-in humidors.
Wow.
If you want like $1 million walk-in humidor or wine cellar,
wow,
that's who you go to.
Well, I want one, but I can't afford one.
Well, and then they make smaller ones. They make just your traditional ones. They do a lot of furniture. If you want to put a humidor in an end table or a cabinet or an armoire, they would build one for you as well. So. So they reached out. They sponsored that series of videos on using their humidification device. But we were just running out of room on my old Steampunk one. It was just and it was just constant battling with the humidor, over humidification, under humidification. It was almost a daily thing with that. So I found a guy. He was in one of the cigar groups. He took it's like a 7-foot tall, wine, thermoelectric wine cooler. Actually, it wasn't thermoelectric. It had a compressor and everything else, wine cooler, and he put all wooden shelves in it. And then, so I got it. I gutted all the electronics, and then I just, make that my cigar humidor. And you want to talk about fantastic? I will never go back to a wood humidor in my life. They are just a pain in the butt. And then the one thing after, dealing with this new one, the only thing I can think of is I was having a lot of humidity issues just from the wood itself. I really believe the wood of the humidor just soaks in all that moisture, which it's supposed to do. But the problem is it soaks it all the way through, and then it bleeds it out into your environment. If it's in your house, because like I said, this thing was sealed up, lock solid. Nothing could get out of it. And yet I was still having fluctuations with my humidity. So the new one, obviously all stainless steel, all plastic on the inside, double pane glass, double refrigerator seal, and it is lock solid. It is absolutely fantastic. So we don't have any problems with it at all. That vigilant humidification device is off the chain. It is so tiny. It is just this tiny little unit, and it controls the humidity in that thing. Thousands of cigars in there, and it does a great job. So the old humidor is now a bookcase. So we keep books in it. It's in the living room.
What?
Well,
So
my little new air that I have, which is I think it's a 150 count or something. It was great, absolutely flawless up until about 8 months ago. And about 8 months ago, my humidity started going down, and for the life of me, I cannot get the humidity back up. It hovers right around 55%, and I cannot get it to go up. And I pulled the thing out. I emptied all the cigars. I thought maybe it had something to do with the ventilation in the back, so I checked all that. But the other thing I noticed is it's got a thermometer reading on the front of it, and it's always saying 45 degrees in there. And when I open it, it feels really cold in there. But down in my basement, never gets below about 58 degrees in the coldest part of winter. And I've got the controls on the humidor itself jacked up to like 70, and it won't come up above that 45. So I'm getting real frustrated with it. I've been fighting with it for a couple months now.
Well, remember, like I said, those don't have a heater in there. So, if you know how a thermoelectric humidor works with a Peltier device, like I said, it's really going to run at the temperature of the room that it's in. So mine can cool down to 55 degrees. If I put it into an environment that's 85, it will never get to 55. It may only get to 80. So it really needs to be in a room, that, I think they say like 75, 72 to 75, if I'm not mistaken, really needs to be the environment for a thermoelectric humidor to work properly.
Well, it's I haven't moved it for I think I've had it about 3.5 years now, and for most of that time it ran fine through winter. It was always right dead on. But now, man, it is making me crazy. I cannot figure it out.
Well, I mean, obviously trial and error. Move it to a closet in your house, and then seeing if the humidity will hold in a different environment, so
right.
Try and weed out some variables, and moving it around. Push comes to shove, put a little smoke machine in there and turn it on. See if the smoke comes out anywhere, and you see.
That's a good idea, and actually that might so I have been fighting with my Bovida packs are drying out quicker than they ever have in there. And I cleaned everything around the door, made sure that the door closes and it seals. When I open it, it's got that little bit of suction. But I don't know. I got to do something. But can you give me an idea about the price on that new one that you have?
God, I wouldn't even. I bought mine used for. It was a wine cabinet, so brand new. It was probably $4,000. Brand new.
Crap.
I picked it up used for $600. So and then just did some work on it myself. So, and then that's why I try and tell everybody, try and find broken wine coolers, wine cabinets. You can find them, at these scratch and dent places. They'll sell them to you, and you can buy them pennies on the dollar because they're broken. So before they get trashed, go to your local, if you have an appliance store, or if you know of an appliance repairman, put the word out, to them, hey, I'm looking for one of these. If you come across one that you're out in the field, you're trying to fix, and it's unfixable, let me know. I'll buy it from you. So if you want to make, here's my budget. If customer doesn't want it, offer to buy it from the customer. I'll give you $100 over what you paid for it. You can flip it in a day, and I don't care that it's broken. So so you can definitely put the feelers out, and then you can definitely get some good ones. And then I have the new Air as well. Mine is sitting right beside me.
You got that new one, didn't you? The 450 count or something like that?
I was supposed to get the big one, but then I don't know if they had a problem with inventory, so I ended up getting mine's either 250 or 300.
Okay.
So I only keep my FSG cigars in there, just my Florida Sun Grown. So it's just
okay.
So it's all full of the everything Florida Sun Grown. So that's all.
Nice.
That one.
Very nice. Wow,
Now,
man, this cigar is freaking good, man.
Kevin, you've been a big help and supporter in our channel since we basically started. When we were at maybe 20-something subscribers, 35 subscribers, somewhere in that area. You were the first channel that started following us, and you even sent me a care package and, showing me a lot of support throughout the whole time we've been around. Is there any new channel you recommend right now that nobody really knows about that you think it's a good person or a good channel to watch and follow, and maybe give us a little heads up so we can go out there and check them out?
I mean, honestly, if you're not following Cigar Show Tim Long, you are missing out. That guy does fantastic work. I love his videos. I love he does great videos. He does great content. I really like what he's doing. On a technical side, I absolutely love what Tim's doing. I can see past the video, so I'm looking at Tim's lighting. I'm looking at his shadowing. I'm listening to his sound. I sent Tim a message out of the blue about a month ago, and I just said, "Dude, you are crushing it with your sound. You're the only that he just has this great sound about him." And so on the technical side, I love Tim, but I love all the work that he's doing, putting out some great content, busting his ass. And just a great family man. God, he's just, salt of the earth, loves his family. He's doing some coffee now. So if you're not following Cigar Show Tim, you definitely got to be following. There are some other guys that are out there. I said it's, I don't know. I'm like you guys, you fall into a rut, so I can't watch all the reviews that my friends are doing now. So I really don't seek out new people.
Yeah.
I can't, I don't have time for Cesar and Robert. So I would feel bad if I made time to watch somebody else. So if I'm watching one of these guys and I watch a couple of their videos, like, yeah, but now I'm cheating on Robert and Cesar by watching this other guy.
Okay.
So, and that's really how I feel. So yeah, I know there's some new guys out there, and there are some guys out there right now that are putting out some garbage content. Garbage.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It today is what it was like 2 years ago when there was like this big influx of everybody coming in to the cigar world because they want free shit. And the problem is nowadays they have no problem saying that. Hey, I just want free stuff. I want free stuff. You want to send me cigars? Hey, any menu, and they'll say that in a video.
I've seen that several times.
And they'll say that on their third video that they've ever posted. Hey, you guys will give me some free stuff. Like,
I've seen that. And
I don't even remember your name.
I seen the guy had less than 10 subscribers. I'm going, really, bro? Like, you're already asking?
Hey, Kevin, real quick, answer this question for. I have an idea about this, but I don't want it to go missed. Celestino's asking about some help on the humidor here. part of it is it's better if you can keep the humidor stocked. That's always going to help. But if you can't keep it fully stocked, what else can you do?
Keep it fully stocked. If you can't keep cigars in there, keep something in there.
Right.
We all have these cigar boxes. A lot of them are made from cedar. Tear apart the boxes. Put some cedar strips in there. Get something in there along with your Boveda pack. And then, like I said, with 150 count humidor, so it's probably a small desktop unit is what I'm thinking. Does it have glass on there? Glass is bad. Glass always leaks.
Glass is bad.
Where are you keeping it? If it's a small unit, you should be keeping it in your, in a closet, tucked away from the light, where it can stay nice and cool. So there's, and I know Celestino, if you want to just private message me, we can go back and forth. You can shoot me some pictures. We can talk back and forth, and we can talk about what the problems that you're having. But yeah, without knowing a whole lot of info, and it could just be a cheap humidor. You guys know humidor, those humidors you get online, a lot of them are just garbage.
It's the truth.
Yeah,
they're just not good. They don't have good seals. The biggest thing I tell everybody is open up the humidor and then drop the lid from about 3 inches up. It should come down with a little puff. If it
like
just
a bass sound.
if it just slams down wood on wood, it doesn't have a good seal.
It's not sealing. Yeah.
Because it's not that like a woofer. That air is being displaced out through the seal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it slams like nothing, don't get it.
Yeah. And then push comes to shove, get yourself a plastic case. Cesar, I just watched the video, and I'm sorry I didn't comment on it. I was looking for I had to order some more Tupper doors. And they were kind of expensive. The price fluctuates on the ones I use. So I looked at yours, and same thing. The Amazon was out that day I looked, so I just ordered a couple.
Target, man. Target has them.
Oh, really?
That's where I got mine.
Yeah, but I had to leave the house.
But actually, if you go to the Target website and you go to that Tupperware, whatever the hell it's called, you go to it, on the bottom it gives you several links like Amazon, Target, it'll give you even Walmart and all that, and you can order from there. You just click on that, it'll send you straight to the website.
Okay, yeah, because I was on it was a Rubbermaid Brilliance is what it was.
Yeah, Rubbermaid.
So I was on theirs, but they were out, when I looked.
Yeah, and that thing it works great, man, and it looks real nice. That plastic is super clear, and it's clear, and it's got that little, I guess, kind of like a glass type of look where it's shiny. It's real nice, man.
Yeah,
is that kind of like acrylic or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that might be another thing. Celestino is just, I said, I tell people, I've got friends always say, I want something a little nicer, a little fancier. And I always say, how many tours are you giving? How many people are coming over to your house looking at your humidor? Who cares what you're, I have that big fancy one, it can probably max out at 4,000 cigars. I have 8 Tupper doors, and I just ordered 2 more, because sometimes I don't want to open up my humidor. I said so I have a Tupper door, and it's got a label on it, and it's J.C. Newman. So I know I can just pull that down, fish out the J.C. Newman I want, and then put it back. I have one full of Cuba Artes. I have one. So when I get a lot of one cigar, I like putting them in my Tupper door, and then just putting them up on top or in the closet.
Yeah, and have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, so and it's just throw a Boveda pack in there.
And see, I got friends that have bought, well, they're cigar smokers, but they won't have a humidor at home because they don't want to deal with, seasoning it and taking care of it and always watching it and doing the whole maintenance thing. Because sometimes you can forget, or maybe your job doesn't allow you. You're not at home all the time, so something like that can really help. Something that's real cheap. You just throw a Boveda pack in there. And just have a couple of those little Tupperwares, and you're good to go, man. And you don't have to worry about how much humidity is leaving your humidor. You got to buy these wireless devices and stuff while you're out of town and trying to check your humidity. Call your wife and tell her, hey, can you do this and that? No, you got to worry about none of that.
Yeah, that's it. there's nothing saying you have to have a fancy humidor.
I want to get something straight, because I still see videos coming out on this all the time. When you talk about seasoning a wood humidor, I still see videos from people in cigars that talk about getting the distilled water, getting a sponge and wiping down the inside and stuff. Do not do that. That is the wrong way to season a humidor, period. End of discussion. You don't do it that way.
Yeah,
you don't do it that way.
I tell people, if you've got a little 150 count humidor, 200 count, open it up, put in 2 Bovedas, and come back 30 days later. It's going to be fine. It's going.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's all you need. You could probably squeeze it down to like 2 weeks, but what's it make a difference? Keep the cigars in a Ziploc. Keep them in a Tupperware. Just throw some Boveda in there. Come back a month later, and you'll be done. And that'll be the last time you ever have to deal with that humidor.
Yeah, that's that old classic, old school way where you just take you about a week or 7 days and you're ready to go.
The problem is it shocks the environment, it shocks the humidor, and it shocks your cigars, because you get way too much moisture up front, and then when you put your cigars in, the wood will soak up all that's in there, like Kevin was saying, and then all that stuff starts dumping into your cigars. You'll end up with some of your cigars having split wrappers. You'll have some of them that taste bitter, whatever.
So
because
the way I've done mine is, like you said, get your sponge or whatever, and season it with distilled water. But while it's sitting there being distilled, seasoning, I throw some Boveda packs in there at the same time, so it kind of sucks up all that moisture. And then I'll leave it like that for like at least a week or 2. With the Boveda packs in there, still with sucking up all that extra moisture. So when I throw my cigars in there, it's not that crazy of a.
You mean you do that? You do that before you put the cigars in there?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that isn't such a bad way to do it, because even with the Bovedas, it takes a long time for those Bovedas to suck up that moisture. I know they talk about the 2-way humidity, but that whole 2-way thing is based on a long, extended period of time.
Very long, yes.
Yeah.
And that's just like Vic said, it's just old school mentality. It's like the old school guys that are still at 70. My cigar's got to be at 70 degrees, 70% humidity. I once asked Steve Saka that, why are we still talking about 70? And he said, back in the day, everything that everybody used was propylene glycol, humidor solution. Well, the ambient or the, I forget what you call it, but it'll settle at 70%. That's what propylene glycol is. It's 70%. It doesn't go above it. It doesn't. So back in the day, there was no way to control it. That's why we always say, or they used to say 70, because you didn't have a choice. You couldn't go below 70. There was nothing on the market invented, unless you had distilled water and a sponge and you had to deal with that whole dumb thing. If you were using propylene glycol in your beads or anything else, or just in your jars, it was just 70. That's just the way it was.
Right.
Oh.
Awesome. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Every time I still see videos come out, and I'm like, I would slap this guy, man. People got to stop talking about that.
I'm gonna do that now.
He'll do a spoof video where he'll actually be running it under the kitchen sink. What you're going to want to do is you're going to fill the whole humidor up completely. You leave that for 30 days. You empty it. You open it up. You dump the water out. You put your cigars in right away.
You throw them in there.
You throw them in there.
Don't listen to people that say 70. It's got to be 80.
Yeah, 80. At least 80.
While you're running the whole humidor underwater, make sure you keep your cigars in the refrigerator.
Yeah, keep your cigars in the freezer.
Yeah.
So, how's Jess doing? What's going on with her? What's going on with family?
She's doing good. She's in there with a face mask on right now. She's doing a girls' day tomorrow. They're going out.
Is she one of the face masks? My wife puts a mask on every single day.
Yes, and that's what they do for us, Vic. They try and stay beautiful for us, so I appreciate that. But yeah, she's got a girls' day tomorrow. They're going to a winery. She's just been working.
Oh, nice.
She's been working crazy hours, just like all of your wives. I think except Vic's wife. I don't think Vic's wife works, but she doesn't do anything to take care of the farm. That's pretty easy.
Oh, my wife would have your balls in a sling right now, man.
I still picture that.
So she's doing good, just doing the family thing. That's about it. That's it. We got away for a couple days a couple weeks ago. Went up and saw Graham up at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. So we got away.
How's that going?
He's going good. He likes it. He's having fun.
Is he getting his butt kicked?
No, not really. He's attached to the 82nd Airborne. So he's not airborne. He's just attached to airborne. So he's got to jump every now and then. He's attached to the PSYOPs. So he does a lot more tech stuff. Obviously he can't tell us a lot what he's doing.
Sure.
He was listening on his little headphones at his thing. He was listening to some chatter from some Chinese radio station at one point or something. And so I don't know. He's on the tech side of it.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, so he's having fun.
What's it? How's it feel to have kids growing up and going on with life and becoming? I told my son, when he got married, I was like, I've been waiting for this day because you're cut off. I'm done. I don't have to do anything else now. You are an adult.
I love it. Like I said, Graham's grown up. He's in the military. My son Kevin Jr. He's got two kids. He's 22. He's an IT guy, programming side, where Graham is more hardware. Kevin Jr. is programming and coding and things like that. So he's doing good. My daughter Amber, the absolute light of my eye. She is my absolute best friend. She's a nurse down in Miami. She works with COVID-19 patients. That's all she does all day long. She works with COVID patients, and
I imagine she's got some stories.
Yeah, she's got some stories due to HIPAA, law. She's not allowed to tell too many.
Sure.
Yep. Plus on the side, she's doing some working for a testing company for COVID-19 testing, things like that, blood testing, whatever they're doing. I forget what that's called. So she's having fun with that and just doing her thing. She's 20. She just turned 25 or 26, one of those two.
Wow.
Talk about
somewhere in there.
Hey, are y'all gonna take that vaccine that they're saying they're coming out with?
I don't know. They say it's safe. I don't have any. If I had to guess, I'm positive I already had COVID-19 at one point. I'm positive.
I probably had a couple times.
Jessica's pretty sure she had it because about 2 months before everything really broke down, or in society, her and all her employees got violently sick with like flu-like symptoms, and they were down for like 2 weeks.
My wife was like that.
And her, and her assistant manager that works under her, his mom had just got back from China, no lie, and got everybody sick.
Oh my gosh!
So like months later, they're all looking back or thinking back. Did she have COVID? Is that what she gave all of us? So I mean, who knows? I mean, it's just coincidental. She comes back from China, everybody gets sick,
right?
Whatever. A month, 2 months later.
Now, they can still go get tested to see if they did have it, can't they?
Yeah.
They can test to see if you have the. You can't tell if you've ever had it, but I guess you can tell if you have the antibodies. So does that mean that you've automatically had it, or you have the? So
I know that you can get tested if you've had it, but it's got to be a blood test, and it goes only so far.
Yeah,
I know my brother got tested, and they told him you had it, you don't have it anymore, but you did have it at one point.
Yeah, because I was just reading an article yesterday, and they actually cited a CDC paper that just like last week or 2 weeks ago, they were actually doing some testing on some old blood supplies like at blood banks or something, and they found one blood donor from like early 2019 that showed COVID-19 antibodies in early 19. So the point is, like, now the CDC is going to really be doing some more testing, because now thinking, was it here in a year, before this thing really hit off. So I don't know. I don't think we're going to get any of the testing, or any of the vaccines. I don't know. The only thing that we would consider, Wyatt's got Down syndrome. Wyatt gets sick really easy. His immune system, because of Down syndrome, is hampered. So we don't want to ever do anything, because when Wyatt gets sick, it's not like you and I. He gets really, really sick. So if it came down to that, I would get it to protect my son.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear.
Well, I tend to look at these things the same way I look at the Windows operating system. Whenever Microsoft releases a new version of Windows, you wait a year at least before you install.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple of years, see what happens to people that took it, and then I'll be like, all right, I think it's safe.
Yeah, so I don't know. So we'll take it one day at a time and just see what.
Or you know what? You don't have to take it. If everybody else takes it, you're pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I see it.
That's why I don't wear my mask. Everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody. Like, well, you wear the mask, what should I?
Have you guys seen some of those?
I told my wife, I was like, you know what I like doing when we go grocery shopping or just at the store and where everybody's wearing masks? I like to fart in the hallway and in the aisles, because I know that fart is going to sit in their mask and they're going to get a full dose of that shit. And they're going to be like, what the fuck, and take it off.
Yeah.
That is cruel. That is just cruel. All right, let's do an impromptu giveaway, because I didn't plan. I thought of this just coming out to the barn tonight. So let's start off with the giveaway I'm going to do. I'm going to give away 5 of the Joya de Nicaragua Cinco Décadas cigars from Drew Estate. 5 of the I didn't bring them with me out here. So 5 of the what's that new cigar that came out?
The Joya de Nicaragua. Shut the box.
Yeah, shut the box. So I'm going to do 5 of those, 5 of the Cinco Décadas, and what the heck? I will throw in a smoke chest as well.
All right.
Wow.
So what do we have to do? I tell you what, let's keep it easy. Let's. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna think of a number in my head. We've got 20. We've got 25 people in the room. 26. So let's pick a number between 1 and 30. Everyone, one guess. Throw it in the chat. And
one guess only, please.
All right, so Cigar Show Tim.
You know what happened last time.
Cigar Show Tim is going to throw in a box or a bag of Turbojet coffee. Let me tell you before,
nice.
If you guys haven't had that Turbojet coffee, unbelievable. You want to talk about caffeine? Ooh, I drank one cold brew. I mean, a big cold brew for breakfast. I didn't eat anything for like 11 hours, and I was wired through the gills. It just got me flying hot.
Really?
That is some amazing coffee.
Okay, so what we'll do is whoever wins, you're going to email me, Vic at highdesertman.com, and then you'll send me your mailing address and stuff. I will send that information. I will forward that information to Tim. Tim can get the coffee off to you. I'll get my stuff off to you, and somebody's going to be a happy camper.
All right. So it looks like the numbers are in. What number did you choose, Vic?
18.
18. Let me go up and see if anybody guessed that.
So Brian Woodward got 17, But then Pete F got 6. Okay, no, it's 16. So it
Mike
So-
throws in 45.
so,
Tony,
Tony, get out of here, man.
and it looks like Brian Woodward
Yeah,
with 17 got it the closest.
yeah,
Got
it
it the
was Brian.
closest and wasn't over. Okay. So Brian Woodward, send me Vic, VIK, at highdesertman.com. Send me your shipping address, and Tim will get some coffee out to you, and I will get you 10 cigars and a smoke chest. And while we're on the topic of the smoke chest, guys, I have 5 left. That's it. 5 left. So if you want a smoke chest, reach out to me, and I'll tell you how you can get one. And there we go.
So so we'll do another one. 1 through 50. Cesar, do you have a number?
Yes.
So this is a mystery box. Now this box is
Hold on, I'm
really,
gonna write it down so y'all can see. Hold on.
yeah. So this box is really heavy. So I know there is a Cigar Medics ashtray in here. I'm pretty sure there are some cigars in here, but I don't know what everything else is in here. So 1 through 50, and then we are going to start off with. It looks like Tony Costa was the first one at 45 from the last group. So
All
one,
right.
so 1 through 50. So and then you guys can call it whenever.
Oh, from the I got you.
Yeah, Tony Costa was the first one to answer with 45, which separated this contest from the last one.
Okay.
Is that everybody?
We'll give it another.
Let's give it another 30 seconds or
Yeah.
so. I'm having a little bit of a draw issue with this cigar. It was fine up until now. I'm going to use my CigarProp nub tool to
Right on.
poke a couple holes through it.
All right, so that looks like that's the end of them. I got no new guesses coming in.
All right. Number right here, 28.
28.
Okay, 28. So we know Sean Price has 29. Let's see if anybody else got.
Number,
Yeah,
I
but he
think
got-
the closest one I saw was 25.
Okay, so I see Sean Price at 29.
25 was where are we at?
So you're not going over. So if you don't go over,
No, not over.
okay, so you can't go over. So I'll say so you had 20. 25 was Mr. Clark 30.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So Mr. Clark 30, Kevin at CigarProp.com. Send me your email address, and I'll get you this price pack out.
Peter, no, I haven't. Well, somebody did reach out to me about 3 weeks ago. I don't know who it was. They said they were thinking about one for Christmas, but I haven't heard from that guy since you told me he might be getting a hold of me.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, everybody. So we are winding down 2020. You guys thinking about your cigar of the year list? What do you got?
Yeah, I already got a list, but I keep messing around with it. It's kind of.
I started my list at the beginning. Beginning of the year.
That's what we did.
I still had the previous cigars that I smoked, or I had that list, and as I went through the year, I edited it and all that stuff. So
I've been doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Who was the winner for Kevin's giveaway?
Mick, it was
Mr. Clark 30.
Mr. Clark.
Yeah, Mr. Clark 30.
Okay, so Mr. Clark 30, you send an email to CigarProp, Kevin at CigarProp.com.
Yep. So
And,
that's what we were doing, Robert. Like I said, on our I got a whiteboard right beside me. So as we're smoking cigars throughout the year, as we're reviewing them, we're keeping some cigars, all the ones that really made a difference. we keep them on our whiteboard, and that's what we've been working down to. But we're not doing a top 5 this year. We're only doing a number 1, just a number 1.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a pretty big list that you have to whittle down, or do you have a good idea?
Jessica, I'm telling you, everybody that watches our reviews knows how hard Jessica is to please.
Yeah.
When it comes to cigars, she has two cigars on her list. All of 2020, she has only written down 2 cigars that have blew her away.
Really?
On the list. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 cigars on my list, and that's it. That's all. And I think because 2020 was so screwed up, as in like all, just things not being released because there were no cigars, like the Kintsugi from Alec Bradley, mind-blowing cigar. It's not even going to be released. I mean, I think they're just going to start shipping next week. So that's a cigar that would probably make it on the list, but it wasn't a cigar that was broadly distributed. So I had a hard time putting that on my list because I said, I was lucky enough to get it 6 months ago. But yeah, I'm going to whittle it down to just the one. I'm fortunate enough to live here in Florida. I get to talk to manufacturers all the time. I either get to see them in person, or we chat on the phone, or we chat. And I kind of over the years, I've kind of heard them being a little butthurt, over not making somebody's list.
Really?
Like the top 10 or the top 20.
And who is this?
Just some manufacturers. I'm obviously not going to name names, but then they're like, hey, I thought that guy was a good friend. We sent him some cigars. We did a little advertising, and I'm like, well, that's really not the way your top 10 or top 20 list works.
Yeah, so, you don't bias.
I know, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't want to make anybody feel bad. We have a lot of sponsors here. We get a lot. I'll be the first to put it out there. We get a lot of free stuff, a lot of free cigars. I don't want a manufacturer just thinking, hey, I thought we were bros. And I didn't. Yeah. I understand if I didn't make the top 1, but not to make the top 10. And I don't know. I guess I just feel bad. That I just don't want to make somebody else feel bad. So I'm just going to do a top 1 and then not say what's on the list. But then we're going to have, we've been doing snack crate unboxings all year long. So we're going to
those are awesome to watch. I love watching those.
So we're going to have our number 1 snack crate.
That's cool.
I think we're going to have our number 1 guest on the show. So I'm going to have a list, but so it'll just have my top moments.
I was going to ask Kevin. I was going to ask you one day when I was watching, because I like watching those. I was going to ask you to get all the ones that you guys think are very nasty and send them out to us, and we'll review them on here.
It's bad. Now that last one, which shocked me, blew me away. The last one we did was the Route 66 from America. Hands down, the worst snack crate we've ever had.
Really?
Absolute garbage snacks. The drinks sucked. And we didn't think anything would beat Greece. Greece was hands down the worst snack crate. The Greeks, they do not like their snacks. They don't. Australia, we were shocked at Australia because like Australia and America, you're our homeboys. They had garbage food. But then we come to find out that Australia, they tax through the roof 2 things: sugar and tobacco. So their snacks don't have a lot of sugar in there. So we had one guy mention that to us. So Jessica and I actually went to Target. We were in Target one day, and I took a priority mailbox, like a large one, and we filled it with snacks. Every snack that you can think of, we filled it up. And then the one thing after doing some research, we put in 25 hot sauce packages from a Taco Bell. Apparently Australians, they don't get hot sauce either.
Really?
They like it, but yeah, they love hot sauce, but they don't sell it. It's not something that you can get. So we mailed this box to Australia. It cost us about $100 to mail this box of snacks to Australia.
Holy crap.
The guy said he had to hide it from his kids, and he has to divvy out the snacks little by little. Now what sucks is his kids can't eat Australian snacks. They're
Oh
like,
my God.
hey, you remember them gummy?
You ruined them.
Yeah, remember them gummy bears you got from America? Yeah, we're gonna need more of those.
Yeah.
So that was so that was great. What about you, Vic? You working on your list?
I am. I have. My list actually isn't very big this year, so I don't have a lot to whittle down. But yeah, I've got some ideas, and I have to get on it and get it out because I'm just so behind on everything.
So we'll see your list about St. Patrick's Day.
At this rate, that might be about it. No, I've got to move it up in priority, and I've got to get it out. But I want to say real quick, Bleacher, I have a Mil Diaz box. As soon as I got it, I immediately thought of the smoke chest. I don't know if I can work something with it or not, but it would be kind of cool. And then finally, Celestino, email me, Vic, V-I-K, at highdesertman.com, and I will, I'm feeling generous. I'll hook you up a little bit with something.
Now, our top 5 is different. If you guys haven't seen our top 5, you can go ahead and watch our last one from last year of 2019. What we do is we do a top 5 each. So it's 2 different top 5s, and then we'll do one where it's called the go-to cigar, which means more like when you got a low budget, you go in there, you already know what you're gonna get, and it's always good, and it'll be cheap. Maybe you get off 5, you get it for less than $30 or less than $25. So we try to keep in that area. Something that we always, for this year, we did all the time. We just went to go pick up that cigar because it was good that year, and then we do an actual top 5 of cigars that we really love, no matter the price. And then we'll do a number 1 top 1 where it's infused cigar. So you get basically 22 cigars in a list. So you get 2 top 1s, 2 what is it called? Just 2 top 1 cigars, 2 top 1 infused cigars, and 2 go-to cigars that are gonna be top 1s. So that's what we do. If you want to see what it's like, go to our channel, Smoke and Lead, and you'll see our last one and see what we're talking about.
And
Adam Wolf, there's no chance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now, last year, our list was super easy when we were trying to well, at least mine was when I was trying to whittle down all the ones. So what I do is I go to my humidor if I see if I had anything, and then all of my top 5s I had boxes of. Like the cigar was so fantastic, I went out and bought a box. So for me, the only 5 boxes I had, that made my top 5. I'm like, all right, so that was an easy for me. That cigar was so good, I went out and bought an entire box of them. So that was easy. And then I've got 2 of my cigars in my top 7 that I never reviewed.
Really?
Yeah, and it was and I had smoked one. And I'm halfway through it, and then I kicked myself in the ass. And it's like, why didn't I? This cigar blew me away. And if you've seen my other shows, you'll know which one I'm talking about. It has been my top 1, and it's probably going to be my number 1 cigar of the year. It's just one of those cigars. I smoked it. You sat back, and it was just.
Was that the FSG?
No, that was the FSG was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Last year was the American by J.C. Newman.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Which I love that. I love that FSG tobacco. One of the cigars on my list.
It's good, man. It's super good.
Is one of the cigars on my list is the Army of Angels by Corona Cigar. Now I was sitting in my office doing some computer work. Went to my humidor, pulled out a cigar. I just wanted a cigar to smoke. You guys can appreciate that. Sometimes you just want to smoke a cigar. You don't want to think about it. You just want to smoke. So I'm like a quarter of the way through that cigar, and I go, and I stop my work, and I'm looking at it, and I go, what the hell is this? I go, somebody knocked off the Florida Sungrown. I'm like, this tastes like a Florida Sungrown cigar, and I'm like, what the hell is this? So I looked it up. It's the Army of Angels by Corona, and it has FSG tobacco in it. And I didn't know that. And I'm like, and for me, I was so proud of myself at that moment because I don't get a lot of flavors. I don't get a lot of this and that from a cigar. I don't think my palate is refined as most people, but I was smoking that cigar and I'm like, this is FSG. I can taste it. And then to find out that tobacco was in there, it was like a super proud moment for myself. It's like, hey, maybe I know what the hell I'm talking about with these reviewing things, And
so, Kevin, let me ask you. There's been a handful of comments about the Mil Diaz, and I know that your first experience with the Mil Diaz was not great. Have you smoked it since, and what has it been like since?
We have it, and it wasn't that it wasn't a great experience. That cigar knocked me on my ass. It was a strong cigar, and everybody else is like, man, like, that cigar wasn't that much, but like you guys, I don't know how many of you guys got it, but we got that cigar a couple of months before it came to market. Mm-hmm. So maybe we had one that was just, maybe they were fresh nicotine, because nicotine bleeds off just like everything else. Yeah. So it's the only thing we can think of. I definitely like to revisit that cigar, and see how it goes, because we had the same experience with the what was the cigar, it's gonna drive me crazy now. It's it was their Connecticut. It was from Amendola family cigars. They have a Connecticut. Jessica smoked it one night because I love Chris. I love all the guys at Amendola, so they send us some cigars. She came in like a dead sweat. Now, Jessica can smoke anything. There is nothing on the market that
wow.
She was in a dead sweat, and she had to go lay down from their Connecticut. So, and then I had planned on smoking it the next morning for my breakfast cigar, and she goes, "Don't smoke this tomorrow." She goes, "Please don't smoke this for breakfast." So, of course, I smoked it for breakfast, and that cigar killed me. Halfway through, I had to put it down, and I about had to go lay down.
Wow.
So that is a Connecticut.
That's crazy.
That dropped us to our knees. So but then, reaching out to him, he's like, you guys did get, like, they didn't have any bands on them. Those were fresh cigars, just come from the factory. And Chris is like, I promise you, when like their mass market, that will come down. They'll have some age on there. So that nicotine's going to bleed off. So same thing with the Mil Diaz. So I'm looking, forward to revisiting that cigar and seeing if it's going down a little bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. So the first one I smoked, I got some early like you did. And the same thing. I always, when I smoke a really strong cigar, I get this sensation in the back of my throat that is just kind of weird. And it's the nicotine and stuff. And I even sent a text to John. I was like, holy crap, this is the strongest cigar you've ever done. And he texted me back and said, strong, question mark, question mark, question mark. He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, okay, maybe it's not supposed to be strong. So I think about 2 weeks later, I smoked another one that he had sent me. And I was like, okay, totally different experience. It was really good. I've smoked 3 or 4 since then, and I'm telling you, that cigar is freaking awesome. I love that cigar.
That's weird because we reviewed that cigar. I didn't like that cigar at all, and it wasn't strong. It's just I didn't like the flavors out of it at all. And I think Robert liked it. Yeah, he loved it. And to me, I think it was my least favorite from Crown Heads.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Has anyone here tried the Wabash Cannonball from Crown Heads?
No,
I've never even heard of it.
Never heard of that either.
I did a review. I did a double review with the Capa Especial and the Wabash Cannonball. So the Wabash Cannonball was a exclusive that they did for the Nashville Casa de Monte Cristo, and it's if I remember correctly, it is a Mexican San Andreas. It's a really good stick. I bought a box of them, and I'm almost out. It's a good stick.
And what is it called? Swamp Ass?
Don't give anybody. Juan Cantrell from Protocol will
monkey ball, monkey ball
on that. So
Wabash Cannonball. It was
Oh.
named after a corkscrew roller coaster that used to be in Nashville, but it's been taken apart and stuff. But my video went through the whole history because the name comes from an old railroad line, and then a song that was created like back in the 30s or something. But then the song was done, like it's been redone 100 times by everyone. Johnny Cash, everyone's done it, redone it and stuff. He didn't really tie it to the song. He tied it to the corkscrew roller coaster that they used to have there. But I did this whole history thing on it in my video.
And that's what, and another reason, John Huber, another, reason I have a hard time doing a top 5 or a top 10. I love John. I mean, you guys know John is just, he is just an amazing, gracious guy. It's just, send you a text out of the blue or send you an email out of the blue or do whatever you need. John is out there. So to do a top 10 and then not include John Huber just because of that connection, that I have with him, and same thing with you guys. We all have connections with John, and he's such a great guy. I would just feel bad, because he makes some great cigars, but like other makers, there are cigars that they have, like Robert smoking the Todos Los Dias. I've told Steve Saka, like that's not a cigar I enjoy. It's just and that's actually Dunbarton's least selling cigar.
Really?
I don't find it particularly strong, but I've smoked it 4 or 5 times, and I feel the same way. It's just it doesn't do anything for me.
So not to include something from Saka, just Saka's been, Saka's the reason I CigarProp is here. One of the reasons, so super great guy, but not to include something from his list, and it's just it's tough. These manufacturers are just such great guys.
Now, remember when we did the review of the Brothers of the Leaf by Drew Estate?
Yeah.
We trashed the crap out of that cigar in that review. I finally smoked it, I think last week in the Lancero, and it was totally different.
I've got one in the Lancero. It is great, isn't it?
Oh man, I liked it. I was like, wow, this is a totally different cigar from the ones we reviewed. Because the one we reviewed was, we both didn't like it, and we trashed the crap out of it. Yeah, it was real bad.
I'm gonna be reviewing the Lancero. I've got one in my humidor that I haven't smoked yet.
Oh man, I loved it. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's way different.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Lanceros, but I'll be honest, I've smoked some fantastic Lanceros this year, that have just blown me away. People have, the Lancero has changed. It is just, it's just a good cigar. It's just a pain in the ass cigar. It's just, it's just unwieldy holding it. It's so, it's long, it's thin. I tend to hotbox the shit out of a Lancero. You're always looking for that. When you have a Toro or a Robusto, you get tons of smoke. From every puff. Lancero, you've got to double puff it, triple puff it sometimes, and then to get that smoke that you're used to. But then you really don't need all that smoke to get the flavor, and so I think I just tend to overheat a Lancero.
Oh, smoking millennial! If you have not had a Lancero, you've got to. Almost any Lancero is the one thing I love about Lanceros is they're to me they're always like the truest representation of what the cigar was meant to be when it was blended. You always get a lot more flavor, it seems, out of a Lancero.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what Cuban cigar makers start. They taste they try their cigars with a Lancero before they release it out in the market.
And that used to be the case. So you'd blend a Lancero, you'd get that blend perfectly, and then you would spread out. So now you're trying to create a Robusto that tasted like a Lancero. You know,
Yeah.
like we uploaded, and one thing that blew me away, I uploaded a video today or yesterday or here today, what's inside of a cigar. So I cut it all open, and then I had 3 piles. So you have this wrapper leaf, and then you have the binder leaf, and then you have 80% of the cigar is filler. And I'm like, how the hell can 80% of the cigar's taste come from less than 10% of the total volume of the cigar? You know, it blows me away. Now on a Lancero, those numbers shrink down significantly because you have a much broader, you know,
the ratio is
the ratio. But at the end of the day, the ratio is kind of the same because how much cigar are you burning? When you're looking at this cigar right now, how much of that cigar am I tasting? I am tasting 1 millimeter wide wrapper versus 1 millimeter wide binder versus a whole lot of filler. So even a Lancero, there's a lot of wrapper in a Lancero, but you're not smoking all that wrapper at the same time. You're still smoking just the very tip of the cigar.
Smoking Millennial, if you're asking about Lanceros, then Southern Draw's Jacob's Ladder in Lancero is phenomenal. Drew Estates Herrera Esteli, the white band one. That's a pretty good Lancero. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them, man.
Now Southern Draw has the new Jacob's Ladder Brimstone. That's like an A, like a Drew Estate Liga A.
Okay.
It's like this long, but it's really fat. So it's not. So it's you know it's probably a Lancero that's twice the thickness of a regular Lancero, and it is really, really good.
I almost brought the A out to smoke tonight. I've got one in my humidor.
Yep. Adam Wolf says the L40. The L40 is a fantastic cigar.
Okay, nice.
I haven't had that one yet.
Yeah.
The A is just 9 inches long, man. That's a lot of cigar. 9x46, I believe that one is.
Yeah, but for me, that A is still only a 90-minute cigar. I mean, it's not a super long cigar. I can still smoke that cigar in the same time frame as any other cigar.
Okay.
Well, the Lancero you had sent me a while back, Vic, it was I think it was a 4 case. It was a red label, limited edition 2017, I think it was. That one was real good.
It was a Crown Head cigar?
Yeah, it was a red label, 4 kicks, I believe. 2017 edition. Yeah, sent me one. Man, that was delicious.
Are you sure it wasn't the Headley Grange?
No, Henley Grange is what, a black label? No, this one's a.
Yeah. It's more black. Yeah, this
one's a red label.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember what I sent you, man.
I just want to say a quick hi to Christina Harrison. Hi, Christina.
Hey, Christina.
Jessica and I are always thinking about you.
Yeah, I don't know if Janice is still in there, but just a heads up, on the next Triple Cap show, Janice is going to be our guest, and I've been talking to her for a while about being on the show. I'm super excited about having her on the show.
Now who is she?
So she just recently joined the I Tap That. She's Bella Chiaro something. She's just really cool, and I'm not going to say much because I don't want to spoil the show. But she's a really, really cool, and she's a chef, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, super cool. So what do you guys got coming up in 2021? Where's your guys' channels? Where's your show? What are you guys doing? What's happening?
Go ahead, guys.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to grow the channel a lot more, man, and put out more content. I know we've been super busy, and it'll slow down and go back up and slow down. But it's just part of our busy life, and every chance I get, I put out a video. But I really, really want to put out some content knives starting next year, and of course I've been wanting to do a lot of gun content as well. But
You keep saying that. When you gonna do
I
it,
know
man?
I keep saying it, but man, it's really hard to be able to do something like that with they make it hard with no ammunition being hard to get. So I'm thinking about just doing the review without shooting the gun, the guns, but at the same time, it kind of takes all the fun out of it, and not being able to go to the gun range. And if you do, I mean, where can you get the ammo to to shoot? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So right now I'm just kind of like looking at knives, and I'm still wanting to do the Spanish channel. I tried doing it, but the programs that I use, everything that I use, kind of directs everything to the Smoke and Lead channel, and it's hard for me to be able to get it and put it on my other YouTube channel. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. Put it on the other YouTube channel, so it'll be just Spanish content for the people that only speak Spanish, or get that kind of audience that smoke cigars and don't speak English.
Yeah, Jessica and I, at least, I'm not lying, at least once a month, we'll talk about that channel. Like, hey, when is Cesar going to get off his ass and do that? Because we really think that would be. I mean, I really think you could have the market cornered on that, and I really think that that's something that you should do and definitely work on.
And I changed the name. It was the same name as it is now, or Smoke and Lead, but it was going to be Humo y Plomo, which is Smoke and Lead in Spanish. But I changed it to Jardín de Puros, which is Garden of Cigars.
Okay.
And because it's going to be straight, nothing but cigars on there. I'm not going to add anything else like I'm going to do on this channel, but just straight cigars on that channel. So the name has changed.
Hey guys, we just got $2 from Smoking Millennial. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Smoking Millennial.
Which, speaking of that, so I got my my number, my PIN from Google AdSense, and I keep logging in to take care of that and stuff, and it won't. I log in, and then it gives me an error message saying there's been an error. Google administrators have been alerted of this. Try again later. I've been trying for like 2 weeks. I've been able to get logged in for that. I don't know what's going on. So the money's sitting out there in the account.
He's holding out on you guys. He's holding out.
We got about $500 or $600 in there.
Do you?
No, shut up. No, I think we've got about $45 is all, $50 maybe.
Well, they won't pay out until you get to $100. So yeah, so until you get to $100, Google won't let you touch that money.
So maybe that's why they won't let me log in now, or
well, you should be able to log into your Google AdSense account or your Google
I can log in, but I can't get to the. Well, no, it's something with the login is screwing up, because I get to the login, I go through the login and it looks like it's successful, and then it throws an error up, and it doesn't say anything about my password being wrong or anything like that. It's just an internal error.
Okay, but yeah, until you get to $100, they're not going to give you your money anyways.
Freaking treasure hunting thieves!
I know. Yeah, it's my $100, my $40. Yeah, it's you guys can buy one cigar a piece with that. So,
thank you, Danny Crook.
With my channel, once I get through this kind of crazy I'm going through right now with work and everything, I'm just going to get focused on getting back into the swing and stuff. I'm going to there for a while I think I was doing about 3 videos a week or something, and I want to just stay consistent at 1 video a week, and then 2 videos when we do the triple cap show and stuff. But I just want to get back to that, and then I really want to get back. I've been working on some stuff related to coffee, and I want to get back to my Care to Pair videos. That is, I get more requests about that all the time, so I want to get back to that for sure. Danny Crook, that I really appreciate that, but that is a weird amount, dude. $1.99. Let's see, $1.37. Let's go with that.
I think $1.99 is like the default. I think that's
Oh,
like
is it?
it's like the Google default number.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just busting on you, dude.
yeah. It's weird.
That's funny.
What about you? What's coming up in 2021 for Cigar Prop?
Just same old thing. Just trying to just keep up all the different social media platforms that we're on. Instagram. We're right now we're absolutely crushing it on Instagram. We got the LinkedIn, the TikTok, the Facebook, and just trying to keep content on YouTube as always. We don't. I mean, we don't put up a lot of cigar reviews on YouTube anymore. It's a lot of unboxings, a lot of cigar of the month stuff, and we've just been so busy just trying to put the feelers out there. Just, like you guys know, just keep your name relevant. We just try to keep it out there. For us, it's a little different for us. Sponsors and advertisers and everything else, they want to see a focus on Instagram more than anything else. So we do try and focus on Instagram and keeping our numbers up over there. And we've slowly built those numbers up. We're about to hit 5,000 on YouTube finally. Hopefully,
Wow, nice, nice.
Hopefully, we'll be there in about a week.
I'll tell you, I had to one trait that I have that I'm grateful that I have this trait is, if anything starts sort of consuming my life too much, and it's not important, then I can push it aside and stuff. And that's what I did with Instagram. I got to tell you, I was pretty busy on Instagram, but I hated it. I hate Instagram with a mad passion. And I finally got to where I can't do this anymore. So I deleted my account, and I find myself every once in a while wishing that everyone's on there, and I can't keep up with anyone with stuff that they're doing on there, but I don't regret it.
Yeah, that's for us, like I said, just reaching out. I tell you, Instagram's where the money's at, and it's not all about money, but we have to subsidize our incomes. We put in a lot of work. People think having a cigar review channel is just all that. Oh, it's easy, just create videos, and you want to get free stuff, and you want to get that. But yeah, free stuff is good. I love it when John sends me a box of cigars, just like you guys. But the cigars don't pay my mortgage, don't pay my car payment. So
right, exactly.
Instagram is kind of one of those necessary evils. When you reach out to somebody and they want to give you $1,000 to do a review or to do an unboxing or talk about a product, and they want those numbers though, and that's all they care about. Well, we don't care what you're doing on YouTube. We don't care about your Facebook page. What are you doing on Instagram? And that's where that's where the money comes out. Is from Instagram. So
well, for this type of content and stuff, it really is the platform to go to. It's weird how Twitter has its very distinct sort of purpose and everything, and a lot of people are on Twitter, but Twitter just kind of has the content that gravitates to it that it does good on. Same thing with Instagram. The whole TikTok thing. It's weird how they all. And what I've also noticed is how much copying that's you're starting to see a lot of copying. The different platforms copying other platforms and offering that feature as well.
Oh yeah,
I think Twitter do it now. Twitter's doing the whole video, just like Facebook is, and some like Snapchat and all that, where you can do a little video, or even on Instagram. So they just started that about a month or two ago.
Yeah, the Instagram started the Reels, which is the knockoff from TikTok.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That just started as well.
Yeah, so I mean they're all trying to find their place. It's all at the end of the day, it's all about money. So all about money and advertisement and revenue.
Yeah, Smoking Millennials asking about Parler. I have Parler, and I am posting content there of cigar content. So If you want to let
Okay,
me smoking
tell
lead.
me about that, because it seemed like I started seeing a bunch of people move to that right around election season.
Well, the reason is because a lot of the stuff that here on Facebook and any other, some of these platforms, they're very liberal. So a lot of people started switching to Parler because Parler is you can put whatever you want and they're not censoring and fact checking and all that other stuff like that, like Facebook and all that. So I'm able to put my cigar content and guns or whatever, and I have no problem with that. They're allowing all that. They don't check that.
But is Parler a very?
It's
Is
easy
it
to
growing
use.
very much?
It's growing really fast.
Is
Yeah,
it?
After the election, it started growing really, really fast.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the guy that created Parler, his wife was the CFO of Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's something like that. It was like it has a connection to Facebook, as in how it got started. But I think you're going to see in 2021. I think you're going to see Facebook. I think you're going to see Google kind of tone back their business practices. For the last 3 months, Facebook is losing about 28 million subscribers a month,
Wow.
which isn't that much when you have 500 plus million subscribers, and it might be a billion now.
Facebook?
Yeah. So when you're talking 28 million subscribers a month are bouncing, it's really a drop in the bucket. But eventually they're going to listen because their advertiser revenue is going to go down.
Dude, I think Facebook's over 3 billion users.
Oh, is it 3 billion?
Yeah.
No, okay. Well, they're losing 28 million or so a month is what's bouncing. So even if they're at 3 billion, 28 million, 30 million, 50 million,
Yeah.
is a drop in the bucket. But they're being sued again. There's like 18 states suing Facebook.
I saw it was 40 states.
Oh, is it 40 now?
Yeah.
Wow. And the problem is, Facebook has become a publisher. So before, which a lot of people don't understand is if you're a site like Facebook and you're not publishing your own content, you have free reign from the government. The government can't come in and do anything to you. You're fine. You're carte blanche. They can't touch you. But once you become a publisher, like you publish your own content on your platform, now that's when the Constitution, that's when, now I can say what I want because I have the freedom of expression and the freedom of speech, and you're not allowed to say, I can't say this or I can't say that. So now that they're starting to publish their own content, which we've seen during the election cycle, you're seeing posts from Facebook and you're seeing posts from Google and YouTube. That's where they cross the line, and that's why they're being sued. So I think Google within the next 5 years are going to be broken up without a doubt within several companies. Facebook, I think they're going to backtrack. I think they're going to try and start, reeling it back on what they're going against. Is Parler ever going to be, take over Facebook? Who knows? But it's just another platform. If you're a content creator, you can't have all your eggs in one basket. You've definitely got to be on Facebook, YouTube, Parler, whatever. I
even got that. I even have MeWe, and that one, it's okay, but it's a very cheap version of whatever they're trying to do, and I don't like it. And then to get the premium version of their app, you have to pay for it. I think it's a monthly thing. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah. They want you to pay, and they want you to pay for certain emojis and stuff like that. It's a weird setup they've got going.
Which isn't a problem, per se, because they're a business. For what it takes to, Vic will know this, to create an app, to create a platform, and then to host that. People don't understand what it takes to host something. It's mind-boggling, the numbers. We just had to upgrade our the CigarProp website, to where through GoDaddy I now have like 3 physical servers. I have 3 dedicated to just me, somewhere. I'm not sharing anything, and that cost me like $2,500. for like 2 years, because and now you think of just me, you think of what Facebook has to have.
Yeah.
Parler, Snapchat, these data centers, that have an exorbitant fees and costs associated with it, but so I mean they may be charging now, but hopefully eventually, with ad revenue, they can make it a free platform eventually.
Yeah, that Parler, I know when everybody was switching over, it was starting to freeze, and you weren't able to use it that well because everybody was switching over.
Yeah, I like I said, I had a hard time logging in, and it wouldn't remember my password.
Mm-hmm.
I did a password like reset like 3 weeks ago. I still haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, and then
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I seen on Facebook a bunch. Almost all my friends were saying, "I'm switching to Parler. I'm switching to Parler. That's it." I'll still have Facebook for a little while until it lasts, and then I'll just stay on Parler. The good thing is I already had Parler. Just wasn't really putting out content, but I already had the account. So now I'm just putting stuff out in there now, getting used to it.
Yeah, and then I'm in like a beta group. I don't know if you guys know Ellery Wells from Cigar Score.
Yeah.
Ellery has his own platform that is very similar to Facebook.
Okay.
It's very, I mean, how you work it, load it. So he's in like the beta testing of that right now, and it's actually really good. It's really intuitive, but that's what he does. He's a coder, he's a programmer, he's an IT guy. So that's what So if he ever, if that ever took off, that would be another good platform as well. But yeah, it's as soon as I get my password reset on Parler, I'll definitely start putting a little bit of content on there because, like you say, you just can't have all your eggs in one basket.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's this year. It's been crazy to see what's across all of social media. It seems like there's just been a lot of craziness, and it's everyone's going to start making some changes and stuff because, like you said, all these states coming after Facebook and stuff. They're going to have to make some changes, but I don't know, man. It's been kind of nice for me. I basically probably, in fact, it's been funny because I have two different accounts that I watch YouTube through. The High Desert Man one, which is all the cigar content stuff, and then I've got my personal one, and I've been playing these just 24-hour streaming like dubstep music and all this stuff that I just put on and put it real low, and I start coding and I'm studying and stuff, and boy, something about that puts me in the zone. I can go for hours, man, and so my whole, when I open YouTube on that account, everything is all these different music videos.
Yeah, Cesar's a big dubstep guy, from what I hear. Yeah.
What?
That's what Robert told me. Says you love dubstep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Oh, apparently I'm Mexican too. So
Yeah. Well, I just said you're less Mexican than Cesar.
I'm a lot less. A lot less. Unless you're calling him white.
Yeah, you're just less Mexican than Cesar.
So, Cesar, in your neck of the woods in Houston, one of those an Instagram influencer, a real gorgeous chick, just got found murdered on the side of a road. You hear about that?
Yeah,
no.
That's a hell of a way to bring the show down. Yeah, it's
I haven't heard about it.
Oh, it's a crazy story, man. She was a big influencer. I'm not sure what she did, but she was big on Instagram, had tons of followers and all this, and I think she did some sort of modeling stuff or whatever. And
I think I have heard something about it, but I didn't know she was a real big influencer.
Yeah, she was big.
It's crazy because I follow a lot of influencer accounts on what's going on in the social media influencing world, and a lot of these influencers, a lot of these stalkers, You know, even if you never see, you can hide your location as best as you can.
They'll find you.
But they'll see what's in the background. They'll zoom in and they'll find that, you know, that particular coffee shop or office building, and they'll track down. And, you know, I've heard these stories about influencers, you know, just opening up their door and there's someone there like, oh my God, I love you on Instagram or TikTok or whatever.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah.
And I just wanted to meet you. And it's just like, wow,
holy crap. Yeah.
that is crazy. And, you know, that's pretty much the reason why I don't shake my ass a lot. You know, I just don't want. I just don't want that kind of following. And
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for your twerking video.
Yeah,
that's why my OnlyFans account private, so you know, people can see what I got.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, it's a scary world out there. You know, people just they get crazy and they want to, you know. They want to come see you. I'm not that big yet, I guess. Nobody's ever shown up at my door. You know?
Hey, I'm a big fan. Give me some cigars.
I know, you know, that you know, that right there. I don't know if you guys get it, you know, but I'll show you. Know, like I said, I'll put up a picture of a box of cigars, you know, that we bought. And someone will reach out to me like, "Oh, hey man, I've been looking for those. You think I can get a couple of them?" I'm like, "Well, I really don't want to send out any cigars." And like, "Well, you got them for free." And I'm like, "Well, I bought these. You know, this particular box I bought with my own money. You know, and I hang on to them. You know, like yeah, I mean,
and it's not really free. I mean,
don't be asking for free cigars and stuff. I mean, everyone out there, especially in our group, there's been a lot of generosity, man, and it's, you know, there's a good chance that if you follow any of our channels, especially yours, Kevin, that for any amount of time, you're going to end up with something.
Yeah,
just wait it out.
You know, but like Cesar said, what we do, you know, yeah, I mean, we'll get a box of cigars for free. But for what we do and then what we offer that company, you know, so you do a video review on your channel, that's worth an X amount of dollars. You know, that's my time and that's my advertising for your company.
Yeah,
so, you know,
we spend, and you know that you guys know this. We spend about maybe 5 to 6 hours just putting out one video on YouTube, and that's from the beginning starting at from smoking the cigar to finishing and editing and then actually uploading it. By the time you know it, you've done spent 5-6 hours doing all that just on one video.
Yeah, you know, and that's it. You know, I said, you know, Jessica and I, we start a cigar, you know, and we come back at the halfway point. We don't do thirds, you know, so we start the cigar, start the camera, and then when you see the camera coming off, for the next 30 to 40 minutes, it's Instagram, it's taking pictures, it's loading the group. You know, it's doing for me. I'll do an IGTV video real quick while she's doing an Instagram photo, and then we'll post in all these groups. And then we come back at the half. We finish up the cigar, and then it's the editing, it's the loading it up. You know, but like you said, 4, 5, 6 hours smoking a cigar. What is your time worth to you? I mean, even if you make $10 an hour, you know, that box of cigars, you know, that's, you know, I don't know. It's so a lot of people just don't understand what it takes to put in the content and in the work, and then just to say something like, hey, you got those for free, you know, I should have a couple. You know, or the ones my buddies will, you know, message me every now and then. Oh, must be nice just smoking a free cigar. Try it. Try it.
Well, that's just it. It's you get started. There's been a lot of people that get started, and you know, you find out over time. Okay, there's got to be the number one thing always is consistency. You have to be consistent on your format. You have to be consistent on putting out the videos and stuff. And as soon as you start trying to meet that consistency bar, that's where you're putting in a lot of work. You're sitting behind that computer, editing, you know, trying to cut stuff out, whatever. And you're right. I mean, if you're really putting, man, some of these programming guys that I've been watching, I don't even know how they do it, because they'll do all kinds of camera cuts, different angle cuts and stuff. and I'm thinking, man, alive, this video must have taken them 6 or 8 hours to finally edit out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
seen that.
Yeah. We did, or I did a half a dozen videos that I filmed with 2 cameras and 2 completely different cameras. So, I got to upload all of that into my computer. I got to correct the color between both videos, trying to make them look the same, and then edit all the sound and then put that in, and then trying to do your cuts where they're seamless.
And you gotta find that. You gotta find those cuts. You gotta fast forward, rewind, watch the whole thing. Make sure you didn't forget something. Oh, it's
I have 2 editing softwares, and then a third software where I edit the sound. So I edit all of my color in one software, edit all of my sound into another software, and then I bring all of that into a third software, and then edit all of that in that third format.
Yeah.
And then it's just, but yeah, you guys know, I mean, it's just 5-6 hours, and then at the end of the day, you think of, that guy only sent me a 5-pack of cigars, and I did all of this work for a 5-pack of cigars. It's just like, is this even worth it? It's just, but as long as you love it, it does make it worth it.
And we do. We love it. That's why we continue putting stuff out. And that's why I try to limit myself from putting too much stuff, even though I'm already busy anyways. But I feel like if I do it too much, or I put 3 or 4 videos out a week, I feel like I'll end up getting tired of doing it and I won't love it anymore. So I try to keep it minimal. So every time one pops up, people are like ready to watch it instead of going, oh, this guy again, and then I'm already getting tired. I've seen some YouTubers that will just pour out, just video after video after video, and then out of nowhere, boom, they're done. They're not on them. And it's like, damn, dude, you should have done it little by little, man, and you will still be going.
Yeah,
that fire gets put out real quick.
Yeah, you get burned out, of just constantly, shooting, editing, uploading, and then especially if you're on various platforms, it can be a nightmare, and it's a snowball. The more you take on and the more you do, the worse it gets. It is, it's never ending. It's funny. Like I said, I've been out of work for 3 months, and I work 8 to 10 hours a day for the last 3 months, 7 days a week, and I look back, and it's like, how the hell did I do this working a 10-hour a day job with 2 days off during the week, and I still produced all the same content? Now I can't get the damn work done in 10-hour days. It's like how did we used to do this? Now I got to go back to work and then still have to figure out how the hell I'm going to get all this content in.
Yeah,
because you told me the other day you're doing like 12 hours a day behind your computer.
Oh, there are some days it's been 12-hour days, and it's at minimum 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm in front of that computer, 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, putting out that content, and then just then when you start bringing sponsors into it, advertisers into it, now you're trying to keep a list of who you have to satisfy. I had someone else reach out to me recently. Be like, hey, I noticed you haven't worn my hat in a long time. And I sent back to him, I go, do you have any idea what when I do an Instagram TV, video, like when I'm eating my breakfast first thing in the morning, that's been like the biggest thing for people, eating my breakfast, watching me talk about bullshit. Like it's an hour, it's getting what's in my backdrop, what going through my humidor, who do I owe? And I mean that, who do I owe a picture to? Who do I owe a shout out to? Whose hat am I going to wear? Whose T-shirt am I going to wear? Whose thing I got to put in the background? Whose name do I have to drop? So that is a whole, snake eating its tail type of thing. Creating a 10-minute maximum, video on Instagram. What goes into that? People just don't think of what hat you're going to throw on. No, I don't randomly throw a hat on.
So speaking of that, where's your little lit up sign in the back that says Triple Cap Show with the letters that you change around?
That you know what? That is one thing that's going away. You know, in the studio. You know, it's the little things of putting on the damn letterboard. It's like, God, you know, just one more thing I added for myself that some people came to expect. And now it's like, you know what? It's going away. You know, it's just, it's always something. And it's, you know, leaving up the lettering in the background and forgetting about it. And no shit, being called out by, hey, I noticed you're talking about that video. You forgot to take the lettering down from my competitor. And I'm like, good God, you know, it's just, and those things happen. People don't realize what goes on behind the scenes when you get to a certain level. You have a lot of things that, you know, you have to fulfill, you know, and it's a lot, you know, and the money is really, really good. But at the end of the day, sometimes you ask yourself, is it really worth it, you know, to do all that? You know, that's why I'll say, and I've said it on other shows, you know, and I'll say it here. I always say it's like cigar reviewers are full of shit. All of us, all of us are, you know, I tell them, I say, if you want to trust a cigar reviewer, trust the small guys, because they're able to say whatever they want,
Right.
And not be attached to something. Yeah. Jessica, you can always listen to Jessica. Jessica doesn't give two shits about anything. She doesn't care if you sent me a box of cigars and some money. If she doesn't like your cigars, she's going to tell you it's garbage.
So
you know,
that's how we are here.
Yeah.
Has there been any blowback to you because of that? Has any of your sponsors said anything about Jess not digging something or whatever?
No, not Jess. Like I said, I've had a little bit of blowback from advertisers, sponsors. I'm like, hey, I don't understand what you're doing. You know, you're talking about, you know, this guy, you know, he's, you know, he makes a cigar that's similar to mine. It's a different company. And I'm like, hey, none of you own me, you know, and that's at the end of the day. It's like, so I've gotten some blowback, you know, from some people, but
interesting.
At the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? If you don't like what I'm doing, you know, just bounce. You know, I don't care. You know, it's just for every sponsor that leaves, you know, we've got 10 lined up. You know, so that's the good thing. You know, we just declined sponsors, and I'm not naming names. We just declined sponsorship from a giant company. And they reached out and then wanted to work with us, and I'm like, I don't have any room. You know, sorry. You know,
wow, that's a good position.
And that's what he said. He goes, that's a really good position to be in, and I'm like, fortunately, it is a really good position to be in, but you know, at the end of the day, it's you know, we got bills to pay, we got, you know, sponsorships to fill, we've got non-disclosures that we have to abide by, and it's that's why, you know, 2021 we're scaling things back a little bit, you know, trying to rein it in, you know, just trying to keep things a little bit more, you know, not as hectic. So, but you should, knock on wood, you should see me visiting a Nicaraguan factory in 2021. And I'll say it here first, that hopefully you'll see me coming out with something that I'll be able to send you guys to review in 2021.
Awesome.
So Cesar knows a little bit about what's going on. So, so hopefully COVID-19 pushed it back a year, you know, so hopefully we'll see something, you know.
Sorry, I keep checking my phone, guys. I'm on call right now, and there's a big change going on in Florida for a customer right now, and they're updating me on what's going on with the change and stuff. So I apologize for that.
Dude, now, okay, so as all of us being YouTube content creators, what do you guys think about this guy that's a boxer and that's a huge YouTube content creator, and now he's trying to, well, he's already been in 2 boxing fights, and he's fought guys.
You're talking about that blonde kid.
Jake Paul.
Yeah. He's Conor McGregor is gonna knock him out.
Well, what I don't understand is like, dude, you're asking guys that are not boxers to fight you. You know, you got a basketball player you just knocked out, and then another guy was a YouTuber. You know, and he wants to fight Conor McGregor.
he went from basketball player to Conor McGregor. I'm like, what the hell is that?
And he's saying he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez and all that. But if
Yeah,
you really
but
want to be
you gotta understand.
a real fighter, you got to start like everybody else from the bottom and move your way up.
But the problem is that it has nothing to do with boxing. It's all about the money.
Oh yeah, I mean,
when Conor fought Mayweather, he legitimately figured, I think I can take this guy, and it was legit. But all that stuff that's been coming up since that happened, and all these guys saying, "Oh, you look at the Mike Tyson, John Jones, John Jr. fight."
Jimmy Johnson.
What? Shut up, man. I mean, that was legit because they were two real boxers and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was all about the payday, and he's looking for the same thing. He's looking for a big name that he can fight, and some amount of realism behind it. That hey, I'm a boxer. I've done a couple matches and stuff, so maybe I could do it. But it's really about the payday.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just money. But if you really want to be a boxer, you got to start from the beginning and not trying to get that big deal with Conor McGregor or Canelo Alvarez, because they will put that poor guy to sleep.
And that's the thing. It's like the payday is good. He fights Conor. He's walking away with $50-60 million.
Oh yeah,
easily on that payday. But and I would fight Conor McGregor for $50 million.
Yeah.
The problem is, do I want to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life afterwards? Because Conor will wreck your day. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I'm a big boxing fan, man. I love watching boxing. I'm always watching boxing, even the guys that are beginning, because I like watching them really put their whole heart and hard work in the ring to try to get up to the top. Once they go to the top and they're up there, they're not fighting like they used to. They're more careful on what they're doing, so they don't get so they won't lose the fight. But that's why I keep saying this guy, if he really wants to do it right, he needs to start from the beginning and fight real boxers, but move up. And he'll probably move up fast if he's knocking people out like the way he did that basketball player. But it's a joke.
Well, he just got knocked out. He just got knocked out on his rematch with that. I don't remember the kid's name, but he got laid out, man. So he's the blonde kid,
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
He knocked out that basketball player. I can't remember his name. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
Oh, Nate Robinson. Yeah.
Okay.
Knocked the crap out of him. Poor guy. There was memes.
Yeah.
I still see memes popping up for that poor guy.
But that Tyson fight, I would have not have made a bet if I knew that I had no clue it was going to be a sparring match. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well,
I made that bet.
and that was all. And Tyson gave all that money away. He said he gave it all away to charity.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't know. Those old ass men right there. Just they always want to be in the limelight though.
Hey, but don't get me wrong. That guy, I still wouldn't take a punch from him.
I tell you, get out of here.
This guy.
Mike Tyson, people like, oh, he's old. You let him hit you.
Yeah.
No,
if
thank
I
you.
let him hit me, I'm gonna be like Mike Tyson
A
hit me
vegetable.
once.
Once you say that with
he was actually fighting.
Yeah.
Did you see Mike Tyson? He said, "Now,
Yeah, he's
I'm like,
ready.
dude, he wants to fight his ear, dude." No, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's biting his gloves.
like, he's hungry.
But they-
Like, chill.
Well, the thing was that he was mad that Roy Jones, every time he got hit, he started hugging. He wasn't letting Tyson do his thing. And then Tyson,
Yeah.
you could tell he wanted to knock him out, even though there's a no knockout rule. You can't knock him out, but he was trying.
He was going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
I got knocked out. Man.
Have you ever posted that video?
No, I have not.
You
I
got
have a
knocked
video.
out?
Okay, so
I will send. I'll
Send it to me. I got to see it.
This is what I'm
He
talking.
placed the bet. And he lost.
I placed a bet. This is what I'm talking about. I had no clue that this was going to be a sparring match. I placed a bet saying, "Oh, Mike Tyson's going to lose." Fuck it. My buddy made the bet that Mike Tyson was going to win.
Okay.
So it came down and it was like, oh, it's a draw. We're like, what the crap? So both of us get slapped.
They do the slapping, the whole
Yes,
Oh.
slap.
the powder just boom.
Was he a big old Russian, your
Oh, a
buddy?
slap.
I went first. I went easy on him. I went real easy. You could
that's
see
a
it.
mistake. Yeah.
What it was a draw. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, I still hit him. I hit him pretty hard, but this dude, oh my god, he goes, whoa, boom, and I don't remember anything after it.
You see him drop
I
on the
dropped
floor.
to the floor. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, dude, you got to send it to me, man.
I'll send it to you. I got you.
When I seen it, I couldn't stop laughing, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'll make a meme out of that with Smokey from Friday. You got knocked the fuck out.
I was gonna
Oh
post
my
it
gosh.
on the Smoking Lead disciples group, and just to but I was like, nah, he probably won't want me to do that, so I
I know, bro.
Yeah, Danny just said that's perfect TikTok
Yeah,
content.
Yeah.
If you guys want to watch it, join the Smoking Lead disciples group on Facebook. I'll post it on there.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
It's God. Yeah.
Well,
I swear I got a concussion. I swear. I don't remember getting home.
that's dangerous, man. You got to be.
It
What,
is.
did
Yeah.
anybody catch you or anything, or did you just go down?
Oh no, I slammed the ground. I hit the table.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Oh,
You're lucky.
His
You're lucky
face
you
was
didn't
like,
get hurt.
What just hit me?
Yeah, I wasn't for lost for words because I'm like, okay, we're just gonna slap each other. No, he slapped me.
He was hanging out with Nate Robinson that moment.
Yeah.
That's what I look like.
That big old puffy beard didn't offer much cushion, did
I
it?
know, yeah.
No, it did not. In the video, you see him. He lines it up right there on my jaw. I'm like, oh, this could be bad, and just go boom. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, that's bad, man.
so.
No, I'm not down with any of that stuff.
No.
I've done some crazy crap, but I don't want to get hurt, man.
I made a bet on the Jake Paul fight though.
Oh yeah,
One cigar or something
well, that's cool.
from him, so it's kind of.
Hey, Danny, have a good night, man. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome, Danny. Thank you.
You have a good night, guys.
Well, guys, I think we could probably wrap it up. This was a good show. It went really fast. I can't believe we went 2.5 hours.
I know, crazy.
I was a little concerned because I've been so out of things. I was a little concerned that I wouldn't have many questions or whatever tonight. But I at some point, when I told you a couple weeks ago, I said, "Hey, you still down for the 4th?" I was like, I got to brush up a little bit and see what's been going on. And then I got to a point where I was like, I'm just going Kevin on this. I'm just going to free ball it, man. And
Yeah, you just see where it goes. You get the the group of us together, the 4 of us here, and we can talk about anything.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Well, bro, thank you so much for being back on the show. And actually, it was your first time, but for us to come back and being our first guest back, I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, anytime, guys. Thanks for having me on, and we'll talk as usual.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. From here, from Texas, we love you very much, man. We appreciate all your work and what you've done for us, man.
Oh, thank you, guys. You guys are part of what's behind me. So it's thank you,
dude. It's been awesome over the. I don't even know what it's been for us, but it's been at least a couple years, and it's been just cool to see how things have grown for you and all that.
From watching you do a review without a T-shirt, walking around your shop.
It's just I can't look at them old reviews, man. It's just like, God, the sound, the audio, the lighting is just horrible. And just to look at where we're at now, we're definitely we're thankful. We don't take it for granted, ever. So thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, man. We appreciate it, man.
Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. And Cesar and Rob, it was great getting to do the show with you guys again, man.
So same. Hey Kevin, let everybody know, for the people that doesn't know, where they can find you.
Okay, Cigar Prop everywhere. You can find me Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Just Google Cigar Prop. You'll find me somewhere.
Hold on. So I do have another question about LinkedIn. So you said you're at what, like 300 connections there
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
And you're most of those connections are directly related to people in the industry and stuff.
Oh yeah, almost all of them. I would say 90% of all my connections are cigar related, connections. And so you'd be surprised at how many people will actually, like you may not be able to get a hold of Jonathan Drew or Robert Holt or this guy on a regular basis, but like on LinkedIn, they're pretty accessible people.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because I just reconnected to an old high school buddy I went to high school with. He reached out to me through LinkedIn, and I just started paying attention to my LinkedIn channel again, maybe within the last 2 months, and I'm not even really doing much on there. I just started logging in again and stuff. For the longest time, I was like, screw it, I don't care about LinkedIn. But yeah, this a guy that I was in band with, he was another drummer, and we talked on the phone the other day, and man, it was just crazy. I referred him to a job at Cisco. He's hopefully he'll get the position and stuff, but I was just I never paid much attention. It was kind of a shock to me when I saw you go there, and I thought, okay, that's kind of weird, cigar content on LinkedIn and stuff. But now that you explain it that way, that kind of makes sense.
As in like social media platforms of that style, they're second to Facebook. There's nobody else.
Yeah, that's crazy,
so
man.
They're as in a number of subscribers. There's only Facebook that's beating them. So.
Huh. Well, dude, keep it up, man. You're killing it, and you'll be seeing me get busy on comments and stuff again here real soon. It won't be too much longer.
So cool, right on, guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, good night, guys, and God bless.
God bless everyone. Take care.